When it comes to holiday gifting for guys, it's not always so easy. But thanks to Mack Weldon, it's super simple to find something great no matter which guy you're shopping for. Whether it's Mack Weldon's warm knit tops, undershirts, or Sunday lounge pants, Mack Weldon has men's basics that are guaranteed to keep everyone on your list comfortable. Mack Weldon is the perfect mixture of comfort and style, and the ease of shopping makes it the perfect holiday gift. Mack Weldon promises comfort and consistent fit, from socks, shirts, and hoodies to underwear, polos, and active shorts. Mack Weldon's wide range of customized fabrics can keep up with you no matter what your day looks like, whether you're working out, going to work, or on a date. And with Weldon Blue, Mack Weldon's totally free loyalty program, you'll get free shipping for life. If you don't like your first pair of underwear, you can keep them and they'll still refund you, no questions asked. Win the gift-giving season and get 20% off your first order. Visit MackWeldon.com/peasants and enter promo code PEASANTS. That's PEASANTS. That's MackWeldon.com/peasants, promo code PEASANTS for 20% off. Mack Weldon, reinventing men's basics.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true.
Sometimes I cry.
Oh!
Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast. This is episode 810. We are fresh off the heels of the third most viewed video in the history of the channel. Our weird fight reaction video is at least the third, probably closing in on the second most viewed video in the history of this channel. So that's...
I credit Jake Paul.
Yeah, I mean, he was the draw. He was the talent. But yeah, it's pretty cool. If you guys didn't see it, check it out, at least for the laughs. We made a lot of people very angry. I don't know why you would go to YouTube to find a copyright infringement.
Yeah, were they mad they couldn't find a pirated stream on YouTube?
Right.
That was the thing?
Yeah, that's what they were mad about.
When's the last time they tried to find a pirated stream? 2008?
And they were trying to, like, brigade all the other butthurt people in the chat to flag us, but there was literally nothing to flag us over.
For talking about a thing that was happening?
Right. Literally.
And then Ben sent like half of them over to watch Oprah's channel.
Yeah. Yeah, I told everyone.
Sure.
I told a bunch of them that Oprah Winfrey was illegally streaming the fight on her channel, and a bunch of people actually went and looked, and they were like, "You fucking liar, she's not even streaming right now." It's like, yeah.
So this was the level of people you're dealing with.
This is the level of people in general in the world.
This is just people now.
I do have a few quick announcements to make. Those of you who were $25 and above patrons in the month of October, I just got these printed out. They're coming your way soon. They are in action figures because they're action figures, but they don't make any actual action. You cut them out. I got the best card stock that the FedEx store would let me get. Fine quality, fine craftsmanship. Basically, you cut these out, you fold them. Maybe you could make some weird Ben Billy hybrid creature if you got two of them and you could like glue them together.
Don't say things like that, Ben. Don't make promises.
Do it.
Can't keep.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
And I got some extras for later on for contests and stuff like that. Maybe we'll send out an autographed one or something for some special DP fans. Who knows? the possibilities are endless. But those of you who were eligible for that 2 months ago, I got the art ready and everything ready to go, so that's on the way. The toothless wizard guy, actual maniac, was just sent to me, so I'll be shipping those out before the end of this month too. And then the Pimp Monk one will probably be out before the end of this month. So everything's coming, and then we're moving forward on that. I have one last kind of shill-like announcement here. Color BENPAI figures. There's a few left. If you want one, you're going to want to act on it now before they're gone. And then after that, we're looking at basically limited edition, limited run. And then we're going to move on to another figure. I don't know which yet. It takes time to commission these and get these ready to go. But yeah, act quick. There's a link in the description if you want to help support the channel and get something in return. That's how to do it.
And commemorate Ben's love of Jinkos.
Yeah. You know what? Well, I didn't design that, but I did wear Jinkos when I was in my 20s. And
yeah, you did.
And late teens. I did. Absolutely.
That's a good look. It's a classic look that will never go out of style.
Show strim.
You know
show fight.
You know they tried to make a comeback at one point. Like
yeah, they did, didn't they?
Yeah, they actually still have a website. You can go buy Jinkos right now. They're really expensive because they're like custom made. Dude,
I'll fucking do it.
I'll do it too. Hey, if you get some obnoxiously wide jeans, I'll get some too. How about that?
That seems fair.
All right.
Goose Juice brings up a good point. When can we purchase Drunken Peasants brand milk?
Ooh. Fight milk.
Get your fight milk only from Drunken Peasants.
Here we go into the first segment.
He called me, sir. It got me so humiliated.
People are discriminating against wolves.
Wow. They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
Oh, also, I am kind of short, so my jeans do kind of... I do have a lot of pairs of jeans that are too long, and they do kind of cover the tops of my shoes like that, even though they're not Jinkos.
They're just regular people jeans that turn into Jinkos when you wear them.
Yeah, exactly. It's true. I step on jeans. It's hard for me to find jeans that are short enough for me. That are well, especially when I was 30 pounds heavier than I am now, they usually assume people with that big of a waist are way taller.
Yeah, like, oh, you must be 6'8".
Yeah. So here, this isn't really news so much as it's just another video of Giuliani being creepy with like wiping his face, and then he wipes his fucking crap on this woman sitting next to him.
Oh,
in the summer. Who stood by me through thick and thin.
Why is he always the sweatiest motherfucker in the room?
What's happening to him?
He's melting.
The girl next to him is not like, she's sweaty as well. You know, she's got a glisten to her, but this guy is like melting.
Yeah, he's like marathon runner level of sweat.
And taught me strong values every day. They never seemed to show people like me.
Dude. Oh, no! Hold on. Did the tips of his fingers touch boob? Yeah, like right there?
See it. Yeah. Did they graze nipple?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Who is this woman? Who is this woman?
This better be his daughter. I don't want to see a Republican touching a woman like this unless it's their daughter.
I mean, Trump.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you are okay with that. Okay. Well,
I'm okay with it if it's their
why would
daughter.
I expect anything less?
No, that's the only way he's okay with it.
Yeah, it's literally the only way. They would never touch their wives like that.
Or a stranger. No, only daughter.
Oh, God. All right. I totally believe the Borat thing. There's no way he was tucking his shirt in.
Oh, no. He was getting ready to fuck that minor.
Well, perceived minor.
No two ways to read that.
Yeah, that's why he spends so much time in.
Like he thought it was.
You know,
he only thought she was a 14-year-old girl. Okay, calm down, everybody.
I didn't know she was 21. I swear, I thought she was 14.
Last night, I did a stream, and I was really surprised how many of the people watching it are afraid to get the vaccine. They basically want the general
stream. No one else did a stream that day. Ben, you didn't have any help with your stream. You did it all by yourself.
Exactly. That's what I just said. Now shut up so I can finish. So
my apologies.
Yeah. So Shabisky was like, he basically wants the general population to be the canary in the coal mine, but he's not sure when. How long do we have to wait for people to take the vaccine? You know, we need 70% of the people to take the vaccine, and there's all these people that don't want to take it for a while to wait and see what happens to the people who take it first. I think that's bullshit. And I think it might not be anti-vaxxer level completely, but it's almost there. It's like one step in the anti-vaxxer waiting pool, in my opinion.
I'm gonna see if I can
look, man.
See if I can
what if I
decode.
take the vaccine and get more autism?
There's only so much you can handle, Scott. You're at your limit already.
It's finite.
Good Lord, it's like trying to put more gas into a tank and it's just gonna spill out all over the place.
So
saturation point.
So I had that argument with Shabisky last night, and then I woke up this morning to see this in the news. Check this.
Former U.S. Presidents Barack Obama, George W. Bush, and Bill Clinton have all said they were willing to be vaccinated against COVID-19 on television in order to ease any public skepticism over the safety of the new vaccines. In an interview with SiriusXM Radio that aired Wednesday, Obama said he would do his vaccination on television so that, quote, people know that I trust this science. Bush, Obama's predecessor and a Republican, is willing to get a vaccine on camera once the U.S. Food and Drug Administration grants emergency approval.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that these guys, because they're so heavily protected, literally are at the front of the line. They're going to get it just as soon as your geriatric grandmother in a nursing home is going to get it, maybe even quicker.
Yeah.
How do we know that they're actually getting the vaccine?
I knew you were going to fucking say that, and you had that little smirk on your face before you said it. So
you had,
how do we know?
There was a lip curl. We saw it happening. Everyone saw it happening.
How do we know you don't have a vagina?
Well, I could prove it to you if you join my own Lonely Feps.
How do we know you don't have a vagina behind the whatever is in front of it?
Yeah, a little double dip.
Yeah.
Well, my ball bag was once a vagina, I heard.
Oh,
when
yeah.
When I was an embryonic.
Yeah.
You heard.
No, I mean, how do we know anything's real? I mean, we can literally just ask, how do we know? How do we know? How do we know forever?
Well, because this is the idea, right? They're like, we're going to show the American public that it's safe. But it's like.
But yeah,
okay,
idiot conspiracy theorists are going to say that they're not really getting the vaccine. Yeah, you're right.
But why do they, like, it has to be on camera? It's giving credence to, like, it's like, look, we have proof, but there's really no actual proof, so it's stupid.
Well, no matter what they do, they're gonna. Okay, so like a doctor's administering it and saying, as a doctor, I put my credibility on the line. This is a real vaccine. They can still take it even further. They can take it further and further and further. What, are we gonna personally investigate everything before we believe it? Do we have to literally go there and look? How would the fuck would they even know if it was a real vaccine or not if they were looking at it? It's dumb as fuck to even go there. And I don't care. Those people can fucking get on a raft and float them into the fucking ocean for all I care. I'm done with it.
I think we need a reality show where everybody gets to be on the show to get the vaccine live. That way we know it's safe, because everybody just comes on. They're like, up next, America's greatest vaccination. Come up, Scott Henson. You're like, I'm from Canada. They're like, we don't care. Get a vaccine. We don't give a shit.
Would you say it? Would it be better if a group of bipartisan ex-presidents said they're not going to get the vaccine? I don't think that would be better.
Boobry just made a really good point. It is kind of similar to the, like, how did you know evolution happened? You weren't there when it happened.
Yeah, did you dig up the fossils?
Yeah.
It's got That makes me so mad. I know, I know he's joking, but
right. No,
people
he's
think
saying,
that and say that.
Right, and that's similar to like, how do we know they're just not getting like saline solution injected into them? Fine, fuck it. Nothing's real. Just don't believe anything's real. There's always some conspiracy behind everything.
But the idea is that they're trying to convince people it's safe, right? Like, it's just
so what?
It could be faked. Like if
anything
if you,
could be faked.
Who is this actually going to convince? It's going to convince the people who are probably already going to get it anyways, right? I guess it's a good PR move. Hey, look at Obama get his shot. He didn't wince at all. Good job. George Bush Jr. got it too. Good job. Where the fuck is Jimmy Carter? And he's like, I'm trying to save the world. No vaccines. And he's building the fucking house.
By the way, that's his
strongly
catchphrase.
anti-vax.
I love Jimmy Carter's classic catchphrase, quote, I'm trying to save the world, comma, no vaccine.
Of course, I don't even think it needs to be
Classic
mentioned,
BC.
though, Billy. That's my point. Like, yeah, there's idiots that are going to not believe it. Fuck them. I don't care. I mean, like, whatever. If they don't take the vaccine and not enough of them take it, the virus just won't go away, and they'll blame everybody else when it's really their fault. I don't know what else to say.
If not enough people, if enough people don't take the vaccine, we don't reach herd immunity. The whole thing is useless.
Right.
Like Billy is wrong to raise the specter that they're putting saline in former presidents, but he's right to bring up that it won't convince idiots. The person who needs to get the vaccine is Donald Trump, and we need to name it the Trump vaccine.
God.
And if we don't, they'll never take it, and we're all fucked. I'm totally willing to show ass on this one, to be like, Operation Warp Speed did it, sir. Great vaccine. Love it. Donald Trump, you clearly cooked this up yourself in a lab or something. It's the Trump vaccine.
I'm not above taking a Trump in the ass to save America.
Which one, Barrett?
Oh my God, no!
What I do?
Melania.
If he becomes legal before the vaccine does, yes, I prefer Barrett.
Oh my God!
According to Freddie Ford, Bush's chief of staff,
he's like 16.
Democratic President Bill Clinton,
Look,
who left office in 2001, said he would take the vaccine as soon as it was available to him, and he will do it in a public setting. An FDA panel of outside advisors is due to meet on December 10th to discuss whether to recommend emergency use authorization.
Yeah, because like the people who will say the vaccine isn't real don't think vaccines are real anyway. Most of all, they're anti-vaxxers. Yeah. So I mean, they can't really be convinced because their entire identity is based around thinking they've cracked some kind of weird conspiracy that's not really there. Like the government.
Yeah, like I completed a maximum of grade 9, but I'm smarter than everyone.
Right.
Of a vaccine developed by Pfizer with German partner BioNTech, shown to be 95% effective at preventing illness. U.S. health officials...
Yeah, you know, like the flu vaccine isn't even that effective.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Who was the company? It wasn't Pfizer. It wasn't, was it Moderna? One of the Seattle companies. Moderna. Yeah, it wasn't those two. There was a third company that said it was AstraZeneca. They said they had 90% effectiveness, but it was proven it was only 70%.
What happened there was they, and this is the kind of dangerous misinformation we hope to contain, not spread. What happened there was they accidentally started off with the wrong dosing regimen, which is worse. So they accidentally gave a certain test part of the population 1.5 doses. They gave another segment of the population 2 doses. Ironically, the people that got less vaccine did better. And so now AstraZeneca has to
So think how well they do with no vaccine if you carry that to its natural conclusion.
100% victory.
Yeah, and so now AstraZeneca's fucked because the FDA and a bunch of people are like, hey, it seems like you don't know how much goo you're putting in people's arms. And they're
too much goo.
Yeah, I guess they're already releasing it in the UK now. It's already being distributed.
Yeah. So they're
Australia gotten it?
I don't know.
I heard something about Australia, but I could be wrong.
I mean, they
may be getting it soon. I don't think anyone has it yet.
The only one I've heard of is the UK, but there might be other countries putting it out there. I'm wondering if they're doing it in Asia. Are there pharmaceutical companies in Asia working on it too that we just don't hear about, or what?
Well, you'd think Asia's big.
Like China says they have a vaccine, same as Russia. Like China and Russia were two of the guys that like rushed their vaccine to market without stage 3 clinical trials. So it's like, there's not a vaccine. There's like multiple candidates.
Did you hear that there was an attempted hack? I believe someone in North Korea attempted to hack into Pfizer's computers to try and get the vaccine information, which leads me to believe that in North Korea, it's out of fucking control there, and they just aren't telling anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe that.
I believe that if it was bad there, they would act like it wasn't even there at all.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's kind of their MO.
Right.
But I mean, luckily for the North Koreans, COVID-19 is often spread by tourism, and no one wants to go to North Korea. There's nothing. Have you seen? And I'll send you a link. Okay. But they're on TikTok now. North Korea's on TikTok, and they're playing a bunch of TikToks. They're like, look at all the food we have, and they're using all of the food in North Korea to make these TikToks.
For the TikToks?
All the food
propaganda TikTok.
All the food in North Korea that Kim Jong-un hasn't already eaten.
Yeah.
Sounds amazing.
You know what? I'm not one to body shame. He's a real little piggy.
He's the only fat North Korean on Earth.
Yes.
Yeah.
He earned it.
He's getting bigger. I remember he was like festively plump when he started out, and now he's kind of out of control.
He's thick. He used to play basketball. Now he play butterball.
He can still dunk, though.
Oh, yeah.
Donuts.
Both. He can dunk a donut while dunking a basketball at the same time. He's that good. Okay, here's the thing Asterios sent me. A drunk woman. This is in Michigan. And Giuliani's behind her in this one, too. Giuliani likes to sit next to women a lot.
The poll book is completely off. Completely off.
So
that
30,000.
So who is this woman? How did she get into this position? Is she anyone?
I think she just pushed a bunch of men out of the way and threatened to call the manager.
She's one of the Fox News blondes that got pushed into the Karen machine afterwards. Yeah.
I'd like to introduce you to the final Karen. This is a former contractor for Dominion Services who is, quote, testifying. By the way, usually to testify, you have to be under oath. But a bunch of Michigan Republicans were like, we're going to have a hearing, an informational hearing. And so she's like the star witness. And I'd love it if you could take it back to the beginning of her clip, because what everyone's saying is she's clearly drunk.
I'm pretty sure her resume consists of both boob and blow for jobs.
Now, blow is in the action, or blow is in the powdery substance?
As in the job, I believe.
Yeah, as in the job.
Boob and blow.
I'd say that poll book is off by over 100,000. That poll book. Why don't you look at the registered voters on there? How many registered voters are on there? Do you even know the answer to that?
No, I guess I'm trying to get to the bottom of this here.
Zero. There's zero.
Lex Luthor is in charge of this hearing?
Then
are you serious?
It's the
that guy's a Republican, by the way.
It's the Smallville Lex Luthor.
Yeah, that's Smallville Lex Luthor and or Skeletor. Why is Skeletor wearing a suit?
Guess how many? Wait, what about the turnout rate? 120%.
120. Shut up.
Is she drunk or just stupid?
Okay, I think she went from "let me speak to your manager" to "Mrs. Steal Yo Manager."
Representative Johnson, ask his question, please.
So the poll book number. There's two things that could happen here. Either the poll book number, if ballots were counted multiple times, there's two options. Option number one is that the poll book numbers are not going to match.
They don't.
The actual. not by thousands and thousands of votes. That's not what we see right now.
You take a look again. Take a look again.
Option number 2 is that they essentially were filling in names of people who didn't vote.
Dead people too?
So is that?
Let's
I guess,
let
is that
Representative
your suggestion?
Johnson ask his question, and then when
I
he's
thought that
done,
was his answer. Okay.
Well, I guess that's my.
And again, she's giving the third degree to a Republican who invited her there and is just trying to make sense of that bald guy's a Republican. This is great.
So she's just an angry drunk, and she's just trying to argue with everybody, even the people on her side.
100,000 people, like 100,000 non-registered voters voted.
That was that.
If you take it back to the beginning, she says the word 100,000 in a very funny way.
My question here is why we're not seeing the poll book off by 30,000 votes. That's not the case.
What did you guys do? Take it and do something crazy to it?
It might be pills too. Like she might be on or a mixture.
That's not discount pills.
Opiates, Xanax.
She might have taken a Xanax and drank a couple glasses of Chardonnay or something before coming to this.
Maybe she's sipping lean.
How is it that Giuliani finds people every time crazier than he is? And he's a booger blasting weirdo.
That is a talent.
Last time it was the freaking Amazonian tigress lady or cheetah print.
Don't get me started on Amazon cheetah lady.
Yeah. And now it's super bombshell Karen. This is ridiculous.
And the numbers are not off by 30,000 votes. So
I know what I
saying
saw.
That they're filling in.
I know what I saw. And I signed something saying that if I'm
saying, let alone what you're seeing,
wrong, I can go to prison.
Okay.
Did you?
Okay,
I'm just trying to ask you a legitimate question here.
Yeah, let's let Representative Johnson ask his question.
Did you say something? Say you could go to prison? Did you?
She's not a politician, is she? She's just like some bitch.
She's a contractor for Dominion. So I think she worked in the IT department.
She sounds kind of like Tan Mom. If you're familiar with Tan Mom, she's a character on Howard.
Does sound like someone named Tan Mom.
She's a character on Howard Stern, like one of the Whack Pack members. She got her kids taken away from her because she was making them lay in tanning beds, and she's all like nasty and obnoxious. Obnoxiously tan, and she sounds like she's always heavily medicated, and this woman sounds just like her.
And then don't interrupt him, and then if you want to respond to it, that's fine. And did you have more, Representative?
Yeah, I guess I just want to keep following back up with the poll book. So are we saying that the poll book is either wildly off or that they are filling in names?
It's wildly off, and dead people voted, and illegals voted. Okay. So that's my answer.
Okay, well that's cute.
It's like Giuliani outbid Bang Bus. He's like, I'll give you $900 if you come with me. Okay.
High 3 figures.
So here's the next thing we've got here. I was not aware of this. So Miley Cyrus's sister calls Candace Owens a nappy-headed hoe. I was
gonna say, you sure this is Candace Owens and not Don Imus?
Don Imus had a gender reveal party for himself. Turns out he's Miley Cyrus's little sister.
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Who's Candace Owens again? I'm supposed to know, but I forget.
She's on the right. She's the one without the cowboy hat.
Yeah, it's funny that they picked a picture of her wearing a cowboy hat.
Which one of the two is Candace Owens? But what is a Candace Owens?
So Candace Owens is like
she used to be called Red Pill Black. She was just like a social media right winger that happened to be an African American woman. And originally, she actually got exposed because she was like an SJW before that and tried to create this website that would like dox people who were trolls on the internet. And everyone flipped out about it.
It's like she has no actual convictions of her own and is just doing what she thinks will make her money.
Yeah, and then she rose to the point where like Kanye was hanging out with her and giving her credibility. So
isn't she married to like German royalty or something?
I don't know.
Like her husband
to Clive Owen.
Yeah. Her husband is like some very well-to-do, wealthy heir.
It's funny how they picked Miley Cyrus, a picture of Miley Cyrus's sister wearing a cowboy hat to make her seem more like Don Imus. You know, I'm sure they picked that picture because of that, right?
She is Billy Ray Cyrus's offspring. She might not have a picture without a hat on.
I mean, that's her dad's hat.
She does. There's a pic in the thumbnail for this episode. There's a picture of her without a hat on.
Conspiracy busted.
Also, is that hat made of denim?
Yeah, it is.
That's pretty sick.
So let's see what.
Cowboy.
So her name is Noah, I think, right? Noah.
Yeah, Noah Cyrus.
Noah Cyrus.
Yeah,
they call that hat a Canadian crown, by the way.
I've never heard of a woman named Noah before. Like,
that's an interesting girl name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Noah Cyrus, singer and younger sister of musical superstar Miley Cyrus, referred to conservative commentator and author Candace Owens, who is black, as a nappy-ass hoe via social media. Nothing to see here. Just Noah Cyrus defending Harry Styles against criticism by Candace Owens by calling Candace a nappy-ass hoe. Posted conservative commentator Rob Smith, captioning a screenshot of Cyrus's Instagram story. There truly is no racist like a white liberal racist.
Wow.
Is there anything that conservative commentators enjoy more than pointing out someone's racism who might be more left than them? Like, that's got to be your favorite thing in the world.
What I want to point out here is nothing to see here. Just Noah Cyrus defending Harry Styles. Loud other quote. There truly is no racist like a white liberal racist. And the picture that's quoted from Instagram is Harry Styles wearing his dress. And Noah Cyrus says, he wears this dress better than any of you nappy ass hoes.
But spelled in French, so it's classy.
It's French, but she also doesn't direct it at Candace Owens. Candace Owens.
How is this an attack on Candace Owens?
Well, because Candace Owens was commenting on the dress.
Okay. So I wonder if it was her dress and Harry Styles borrowed the dress.
No, it's like she was bitching that masculine men are going by the wayside, basically.
Of course.
But wasn't she bitching to that to Ben Shapiro?
Good point, because I mean, Ben Shapiro is basically the wimpiest dude on earth. Just because he doesn't wear a dress doesn't make him not wimpy, right?
Yeah. Ben Shapiro is the leader of the anti-mask movement for anti-masculine males.
I would like to see a dude in a dress beat up Ben Shapiro. It'd be hilarious.
Well, the guy that killed Osama bin Laden the woman that killed Osama bin Laden is trans.
There you go. Yeah. One of the SEAL Team 6 people came out as trans after they left the military, right?
More like
she went from SEAL Team 6 to SEAL Team 10.
Was she actually the one that killed bin Laden, or is she one of the ones?
Was that
no.
Was that the one that
she took credit for it, and because she's trans, no one's allowed to say she didn't.
Was that the one that threatened Ben Shapiro in that interview? There was an interview where Ben Shapiro was sitting next to this trans woman that was way bigger than him, and he refused to acknowledge their gender preference. And this transgender woman leaned in and was like, "Keep talking to me like that, and you're gonna walk out of here on a stretcher, or you're gonna leave in an ambulance or something like that." And he was like, "I think that's very inappropriate that you did that." I'm not sure who.
Remember, everybody, threaten your political opponents with physical violence. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly do support that.
I'm not entirely convinced that Ben Shapiro isn't like a ventriloquist puppet. There might be a guy with his hand up his ass running Ben
there
Shapiro's
could be someone
mouth.
behind the scenes of Ben Shapiro.
Owens responded Wednesday via Twitter. Any one of woke liberals care to explain to me how Noah Cyrus calling me a nappy ass hoe is not racist? She questioned. I'm all ears. You guys love cancel culture. Miley Cyrus, the conservative, added, "Come get your sister." But she didn't at Candace Owens,
right?
Did she?
Yeah.
No, it. So this is the original tweet, right? I don't see
The
Candace
original
Owens
Instagram story.
Hold on,
Yeah.
no. She's mentioned here, right?
Oh, okay.
Or no.
No, that's Rob Smith.
No,
putting
that's
her
Rob
name
Smith
into the mix.
comedy.
Yeah.
Night,
Let's take a look at this.
Just the actual picture is the thing by Noah.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't. So basically, they're just pretending at this point.
They're like, how could you make a general statement using nappy ass hoes? Like here's another thing, right?
Yeah, she didn't even reference the Duke basketball team.
Yeah. I you can be nappy, and your ass can be nappy. If your head's nappy and you're a basketball team and you're doing your thing, it's a little different here. It's a little different. Nappy has kind of been appropriated by the youth as being dirty, grimy. Noah Cyrus is part of the youth. It's still like, not the best, but it wasn't an old man who only ever heard the term nappy headed to describe the shitty hair. And this is not describing anybody's hair. This is describing somebody's ass and their hoishness. like be mad that she's calling people nappy ass hoes, right? But she didn't even at Candace. And now the right wants to take this fucking flame and ignite the fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
The oh God, where was the Blexit founder thing?
The
Blexit founder. What the Blexit?
Yeah,
founder.
Blexit was something that her and Kanye got behind.
Is Brexit for Chinese people?
It's Blexit is black people exiting the Democratic Party is what it was meant to be when they created it.
And going to the Republican Party because that's better? ? Okay, cool. Enjoy, black people.
Yeah, the idea that either side is good is great. I love it. Let's pick a team and fight each other for the next 4 years. But what was that? Nah, man, I don't like 90% of what Candace Owens does, but a racist is a racist. I don't give a fuck what side they own. Get Noah the fuck out of here. You two for thinking it's cool. Thank you, Brent. Another Twitter user posted, I will probably never agree with you again, but Noah Cyrus calling a black woman nappy-headed hoe is a racial slur. Well, she didn't say nappy-headed hoe.
You think that's a racial slur? Well, check this out.
It doesn't. I don't see. So, is there evidence that she mentioned Candace Owens?
I would love to see.
I'm guessing
that.
Candace said something about Harry Styles.
Yes,
but beyond
she did.
that, like,
but I'm sure she wasn't the only one.
Directly reference Candace anywhere.
Look, if Candace wants to say some off-brand shit about a man wearing a dress, she gets to own every commentary there is about it, especially if the word nappy is in the title. Let's make this about her. Let's do this. Let's own this. The right has been taking every little slip up they can to make the cancel culture their new power. They have the power. Like, I still say this. Who on the right has ever truly been canceled?
Milo.
But he was canceled by the Reagan Battalion. He was canceled by people on the right.
He was canceled by the right, though.
Like,
the right uses the
I
right.
was asked to name someone on the right that's been canceled, and I did. I rest my case.
Okay. Let's go a little further.
Who has the left canceled?
Thank you. Who has the left effectively canceled?
Like
Al Franken canceled himself, but that was at the hand of the right. All step down. Okay, Al. Sorry, Scott.
Accidentally, Johnny Depp. Sorry, Johnny. Our bad. Yeah, not a lot.
Well, yeah, Johnny Depp got canceled, and then Amber Heard got canceled in retaliation. That one blew up.
I've seen like YouTubers on the right get canceled by other people on the right, but I've never seen. Milo is the highest profile figure on the right that I can think of that got canceled.
Teddy Ruxpin's like the Dixie Chicks. They got the Dixie Chicks.
But they weren't on the right. They were pretty liberal. That's why they got canceled, and that was a long time ago. Yeah. They were canceled because they were country singers but happened to not support Republicans, which was a big no-no. People said Roseanne, which that's actually a really good point. She was on the right. Roseanne Barr.
Okay.
She got canceled by the left.
Yep, that's true. Yeah,
Yep.
I will give you Roseanne. Absolutely.
Thank you, guys. I needed to know that this cancel culture was worth it.
Yeah,
Now Becky's in
definitely
charge.
worth it. We should definitely keep going full steam ahead on cancel culture, is what we're saying here. It's going great.
Let's take a look at what else we've got here. Oh, I saw this and I thought this was hilarious. We have to, obviously we did, like, I don't like Trump. I wanted Biden to win, but I'm not really a fan of Biden either. And I really think it's disgusting when Democrats do the thing where it's do as I say, not as I do. And they're telling us what to do during the holidays to stay home and not see our families. But behind the scenes, they're actually doing the opposite. I think that's disgusting.
Like Nancy Pelosi with the everyone stay home, but I'm going to the spa.
That and so many other examples. Here's a video.
A number of Democratic leaders apologizing or reversing course after multiple occurrences of do as I say, not as I do. They have been caught not following their own coronavirus guidelines. In San Francisco, Mayor London Breed facing backlash after it was revealed that she attended a birthday party last month at the French Laundry, the famed and exclusive Napa Valley restaurant, with 7 other people at her table. The mayor's office says it was an open air table, which seems like semantics since it was a partially enclosed room complete with a ceiling and chandelier, according to the San Francisco Chronicle. And when this party happened, such gatherings were discouraged by statewide guidelines, even if indoor dining was permitted in Napa County. The mayor had traveled to the dinner outside of her own city, which was on the verge of entering its red tier, the second most restrictive for the state. And yesterday, Breed warned that San Francisco may close all outdoor dining because the restrictions have not been working.
We have to continue to do our part to distance ourselves from one another and to limit our activities. We are in trouble, and we are sounding the alarm, as I said before.
Her name, London Breed?
Yep, Mayor London Breed.
That's
She's the
fucking sick.
She's the mayor of. She's the mayor of San Francisco.
So that's going to
Her
mean
finishing move
from San Francisco. Love
Her
it.
finishing move is the London Calling.
some real challenging months ahead.
I thought you were going to say the London Broil.
Now, the restaurant has been
too.
quite the draw for Democratic officials to find the spirit, if not the letter, of the very regulations they're telling their constituents to follow. The day before Breed's dinner at the...
You know, this motherfucker Scott here is getting beef Wellington cooked for him for Christmas. I think that's disgusting.
This is really stuck with Ben since yesterday.
Yeah.
Who's cooking it?
His mom.
Me mommy.
Okay, here's what we're going to do, Ben. We're going to drive overnight to Las Vegas, and we're going to get beef Wellington from the Ramsey kitchen down there.
Oh, my God, it's so good. Oh, God. But you know what? I don't even know anything about Scott's mom, but the fact that she's even attempting to make beef Wellington lets me know all I need to know. Like she can, like
she's done it before. She can do it.
Right. No one just tries it, like not knowing what they're getting themselves into. It's a long
no
process.
one wings it on Christmas Day with beef Wellington.
French Laundry, Governor Gavin Newsom also attended a party there with at least a dozen other people from different households. He later apologized for it.
The spirit of what I'm preaching all the time was contradicted, and I got to own that. And so I want to apologize.
Yeah, and like your state has some of the worst cases of COVID, so you have the heaviest restrictions, but you're not leading by example. And then you talk shit about Trump, who's not leading by example, but you just put a better face on it. You're not as much of a visible asshole as he is. He can't hide how he's an asshole.
You're less of a visible piece of shit,
right?
And don't love how he puts it in the passive tense, like what I was preaching was not followed. Yeah, you didn't follow it. I didn't follow it. He never says I. It's all passive tense.
Yeah, almost in a way you have to give Trump credit because at least he didn't tell you to do things and then not do them. You know what I mean? Like,
thanks, Trump.
Consistent in what he preached.
Right.
Which is why he's the best president we've ever had.
What do you mean we?
Because I need to...
president.
Oh, is he? Is he secret? Is he the president of Canada just like Puerto Rico and Virgin Islands and all that?
Yeah, he's got, we got Puerto Rico, U.S. Virgin Islands, American Samoa, Guam, Canada, the five American protectorates.
So on the 20 Canadian bill, that's just Trump and drag, basically.
That's Trump kissing Queen Elizabeth II.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But she doesn't want it. You can tell she doesn't want it.
Practice, not just
That's why we
preach.
love him.
In Los Angeles County, Supervisor Sheila Kuehl voted to close outdoor dining last week and then dined at a restaurant before the order took effect. While
okay.
Whoa, was that Louis Anderson?
I was going to say it looks like a Toby Jones character.
Oh, God.
Explaining
And
her
I'm
vote,
going to say it looks like Judi Dench.
said that it's magical thinking to say that people can wear masks and distance at a restaurant. Kuehl's office says she felt sorry for the restaurant business's struggles and vowed that she...
So that's her excuse. So at first she's like, yeah, you're lying to yourself if you think you're not going to get it if you go to restaurants. And then people saw her eating at a restaurant the last possible night before the ban went into place. And then she's like, oh, I'm just trying to support these restaurants.
would not dine out again until the county permits it. And in San Jose, California, Mayor Sam Liccardo is also apologizing for ignoring...
She would not dine out again until the county permits it? She's like, look, I'm not going to dine out again.
I'm not going to break the law.
I was totally just supporting a restaurant last night because it was the last night, okay? I wanted to go out and give my favorite restaurant the cough. And now that it's illegal, I won't go give them the cough again until it's okay to go outside. I promise.
State restrictions during...
Also, how is Sam Liccardo the mayor of San Jose and not like Trenton, New Jersey? He's in the wrong part of the country with that look and name.
Thanksgiving, when he attended a gathering with his elderly parents that included guests from 5 different households. California limits households at private gatherings to 3. Before his large Thanksgiving dinner, Mayor Liccardo had tweeted this guidance, quote, cancel the big gatherings this year and focus on keeping each other safe. In Denver, Mayor Michael Hancock told residents of his city to skip large Thanksgiving dinners, quote, stay home and stay in touch with friends, family by phone or online. He sent that tweet, and then he promptly appeared at the Denver airport and flew to Mississippi to spend the holiday with his wife and daughter. The mayor's office confirming his travels, and Hancock later releasing a statement asking his city for forgiveness. He said this, quote, I apologize to the residents of Denver who see my decision.
Who keeps voting for this shit?
Is conflicting with the guy.
I just wanna make a point right now, guys. For all you seeing this song and dance for the first time, politicians doing what they do and telling you to do something different isn't new. This isn't a new song and dance, baby. They've been doing whatever the fuck they want to do and telling you to do different the entire time. You're thinking it's new because it's all about the cough now, but they've been doing this forever, baby. This ain't a new song and dance.
To stay at home for all but essential travel. I made my decision as a husband and father, and for those who are angry and disappointed, I humbly ask you to forgive decisions that are born of my heart and not my head.
Asking for forgiveness rather than permission.
Oh. Wait, I got caught with cocaine and hookers, guys. Please forgive me, Mr. Marion Barry, Tom Ford, every other fucking
I'm so sorry.
Apologize to the
I'm a Republican politician. I got caught sucking dick in the fucking stall of the airport bathroom, but you better not suck no dick. I sorry.
Who saw his decision as conflicting with guidance. But to be clear, this isn't a matter of interpretation. He did the exact opposite of what he told everyone else to do. And in New York, Governor Andrew Cuomo last week told a local radio host that his Thanksgiving would include his 89-year-old mother.
My mom is going to come up, and 2 of my girls is the current plan. But the plans change.
Then in the very same interview, Cuomo told New Yorkers that this couldn't be a
She's unhappy. She's 89.
He doesn't even try to hide it. Like he says what he's doing for the holidays.
He's just saying it publicly, yeah.
And then later on, he tells people that they shouldn't do what he literally just admitted to doing earlier. Like Cuomo should know better than most people. He's
typical Thanksgiving for them, that they shouldn't have friends.
His brother was on the front line of COVID, you know. His brother was in his basement for weeks, self-quarantining after getting COVID and only going out multiple times.
Only multiple times.
And family gathering.
I'm trying to say to people now, you know, you watch all these commercials on TV. and they're selling commercial Thanksgiving, right? 20 people around the table, pass me the wine, pass me this. That's not happening. That can't happen. It can't happen.
Well,
Now, the backlash was quick. Cuomo suddenly changed.
Chill. You can still eat for 20 by yourself. Don't
you're Italian.
Don't fat shame the world, okay?
His plans, one of the governor's advisors telling CNN that the next day Cuomo would now be working on the holiday. The past few weeks brought into relief a pattern of leaders failing to lead by example, asking Americans to make sacrifices that they themselves are unwilling to make, and appearing sorry only when they're caught. Trust is built slowly, but it evaporates faster than reservations at a fancy restaurant.
I don't think so. I don't think anything's really going to change as a result of this.
Look, I want everybody to go to the polls and vote out this group of politicians that spit in your face and lie to you for a next new group of politicians that will spit in your face and lie to you.
I would like to have my face spat in by a new group of people. I agree.
Daddy.
but like devil's advocate here, not in a Bill way, but in like a cool way. I made myself laugh. Why get into a position of power if you can't, in fact, be a hypocrite and make people do things you don't have to? That's like one of the top 5 reasons I would become a politician. So I actually don't begrudge them this.
I don't begrudge them. I begrudge the people who elect them.
Sure.
Leaders, they are looking across the aisle to blame Republicans who aren't taking masks.
I mean, I guess I do, by default, begrudge them in a sense that I don't like the hypocrisy, but I understand.
Oh, no, it's hypocritical. It's bad leadership. But if I was a politician, I would do that too.
They're only literally doing what everybody would do. They were the ones worthy enough of doing it. We've chosen our champions. In 2 more years, you can choose a new champion.
To spit in your face.
Swearing seriously.
See, interestingly, though, it's like this stuff, it's like it never really works because of what Scott just said and because of what you just said, Billy. Like, yeah, we would all do this. Everybody's like breaking COVID regulations all the time. It's the same with like tax fraud. Anytime like a politician gets popped for tax fraud, we're all kind of like, yeah, we're all cheating on our taxes constantly, though. I would have done that, too.
Maybe it's time they
Wasn't
also...
Scott the one that said that we would all do this? Didn't I just make a joke about it? Like Scott brought it up?
No, I think you said it.
Why is that on me? Why is that on me now? I obviously wouldn't do this. I'm a very...
I wasn't even here. I just joined. Hey, what are you guys talking about?
Look in the mirror and ask themselves if that amuse-bouche was really worth it.
Wow.
She just wanted to say
okay,
She just wanted to get fancy.
This is great.
For one, a amuse-bouche is always worth it.
Yes.
Here's a new story. Here's a new story.
If COVID-19 was amuse-bouche 19, we'd all want it. Call the vaccine amuse-bouche, and we will all go out and get the vaccine. I'm sorry, it's true.
Yeah, you can only get it at nice French restaurants.
Here's this is out of Australia. Watch the way this guy hits the ground.
An 18-year-old is forced out of a pub, then this.
Lost him.
Now, at first sight, this looks like this guy was treated very badly, but wait till you hear the story about how we got to this. You're probably wondering how I got into this situation.
A sickening drop to...
I don't for a second think this guy was treated poorly. I look at this child. He looks like a knockoff Paul brother. He
does look like a Paul.
He's built like a tank, and effectively what looks to be a McDonald's manager is manhandling him.
Or a McDonald's mascot. Is that Grimace?
That might be Grimace in a what's Grimace doing in a suit?
The ground before
he's running for mayor of Knox County.
Lifted and dragged from the Dorset Gardens Hotel in Croydon.
I was just in shock. Like everyone, as you heard in the video, were like, "Whoa, what's going on?"
Earlier, he'd already been kicked out for bad behaviour, but climbed a fence to rejoin his mates.
got all rowdy again. So he's going over to other tables, sitting with other patrons.
Security shepherded him out a second time, but he ran off.
He then proceeds to the bar, jumps behind the bar, grabs himself a schooner, and pours himself a beer.
Staff grabbed him.
Before I recorded it, he was holding him and choking him, and he punched him in the head.
It was sort of like a chokehold sort of thing. Really had his biceps sort of digging into his neck. He then passed out.
The team told
Can you pause this? Again, this is something I would do. I can't hold it against this guy. Don't tell me to leave this bar. Now I want to live in this bar. I'm going to buy this bar.
Now I work at the bar. I'm going behind.
Yeah, exactly. Now I'm going to mix drinks. I'm going to toss bottles around like Tom Cruise and cocktails.
I'm doing cocktails.
Hey, do it, but get choked the fuck out and land face first on the floor.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
When Jesse the Bod goes up against fucking Dad Bod and Dad Bod wins, this is where the world is at its most right.
Correct.
News: the security guard showed no duty of care, and the fall had the.
Does he have
Shut up.
Does he have a mullet?
Shut up. Yes.
He has a mullet.
Yes. How could somebody without a mullet do what he did?
Yeah, you need the power of that haircut to do what he did.
If you didn't have a mullet, there's a good chance he would have done everything he did and walked out scot-free. But with the mullet, that's guaranteed. You don't do what you do and get knocked the fuck out without a mullet.
Kill me with the way I fell directly on my head.
I don't reckon he deserved it. To get thrown to the ground for one and then also knocked out, it's a bit disgusting.
Hotel management wouldn't speak on camera.
He just kind of dropped him. He didn't really throw him.
He picked him up like he was nothing, too. That dude picked him up like
sick.
I can't believe this guy's behavior besmirched the good name of Pokies. Pokies used to mean something in this town.
Look, he got handled. I'm very glad that this happened.
Here's something I saw recently that I had to download for the show. These Trump supporters say big tech is biased. Here we go.
I've been suspended by Twitter a few times.
Because I got sick of Twitter.
You got censored too much.
Censored.
She was in jail every other day, so Twitter jail. We just
With
want
each
to
other.
exist. We just want to be able to be a part of the conversation. We want to be able to
All we
speak
did
on.
was say Candace Owens was one of the good ones, and our account got shut down.
The platform without being labeled, without being besmirched. I mean, it is toxic out there.
Convinced that
that guy is deep state.
The
They
irony
put
of
some
him
dude in a
saying
hat.
it's toxic
He's a crisis
is hilarious.
He's 100% a crisis actor. Nobody likes that guy, not even himself. He created a character to be unlikable.
Companies are biased against conservative views. Some Trump supporters have turned to Parler. It touts itself as a free speech social network, one with far fewer rules than
Is
Facebook.
CNN hire an incel reporter? Is this the first?
Yeah, he's the only person who would report on Parler.
It's Parler. It's Parler. Everybody should go Parler.
Is this
Back
the new
to you, Wolf Bitcher.
Is this the new Gab?
Parler is alt-right Gab, yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
even further alt-right Gab because Gab was alt-right Twitter.
Gab was all-right Twitter.
Facebook or Twitter.
Every time Twitter or Facebook takes authoritarian steps.
Look, this guy's even got the fashy haircut.
He has the right haircut for the founder and CEO of Parler.
To curate content and act as a publication, it drives more people to our platform, which is a town square.
It's like a Richard Spencer haircut.
So how's Parler different? You can have free speech. You can say whatever you want. You can.
There's still terms of service, so I mean, you can still break rules and get banned and muted on it. I guarantee you.
What's your opinions?
As long as you're not getting people riled up.
So as long as certain things, but those things can get you banned or suspended or censored, but you didn't like the things you were doing on Twitter that were getting you banned or suspended or censored. So you get to say those on Parler, but there's also some other stuff on Parler. So it also is basically the same platform.
I love this guy's shirt. It says, "We are all Alex Jones. Don't censor me," with the "Don't tread on me" snake. That's quality.
Go out and actually make threats on people.
And incite violence, which we don't, never have, never will, then we just go and have our free speech on there.
What is something you could say on Parler that you wouldn't be able to say on Facebook?
That the coronavirus is not as deadly as everybody says it is.
And you could literally post that on Twitter and get into.
It's not as dead. So when we say it's like, no, it is. It is as deadly as we say it is. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, because
there's like statistics.
Right.
The only people who have died from coronavirus are the ones that voted for Biden.
Oh, what about all the people that died before Biden, like before the election?
Those are the dead votes that got Biden the win.
Twitter job for that.
But you could post it on Parler.
Yes.
No problem.
The funny thing is that the amount of people that died wouldn't be enough votes in the right places to sway the election.
I mean, the CDC says we should be wearing masks. You don't accept that?
No.
No.
You said you were in Facebook jail.
Yeah.
Could you explain to our audience?
They keep calling it jail. Donnie O'Sullivan. It's great that they hired a field reporter named Donnie O'Sullivan, and he actually has an
From
Irish
the IRA.
accent. Yeah, I mean, literally.
This Karen has gone Super Saiyan.
What Facebook jail is in? How did you end up in there?
Let's see. I posted something about the Proud Boys. It was taken
She
down.
looks like she snacks.
It's racist.
She looks like she snacks on milk bones.
I wasn't allowed to post for about, I don't know, I think it was 48 hours. You know, it's every time you write something that they disagree with.
Why have you been suspended from Twitter?
Pass.
I love this guy. It's too bad to say on television.
Right.
But I'm still mad about it.
They censor me.
I have my freedom of speech. That doesn't mean I have to speak.
Sounds like he's censoring himself.
I mean, have you said racist stuff? I mean, there's ways you get suspended from Twitter being racist, sharing hate. Do you share stuff like that?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, it's just.
No, it's actually not racism. It's race realism. Okay,
race realism. Look it up.
So why don't you say what it is?
My mentor, J.F. Garepi, and his hot wife.
Stating a disputed opinion.
So, give me an example of a disputed opinion in the case of you getting suspended.
No.
Ben, what is Parler?
Twitter's really missing out on the great voice of our generation.
The latest alternative social media platform.
Who is this?
Ben Decker, an online radicalization expert, compares Parler to a dive
did you do
bar.
the fusion dance with
Before
Ben
the pandemic,
Shapiro?
we used to go out to baseball stadiums and watch games as a community. If you started cursing or infringing upon the experience of another fan, you were removed from the game. And where did you go to watch the rest of it? At the dive bar next door, where the behavioral standards are lax and it's okay to share opinions that aren't okay to be shared around others.
So if somebody is pushing very hateful, maybe dangerous rhetoric, do you worry that could lead to offline violence, and that having a platform that allows for people to post and promote certain hateful viewpoints, that could be dangerous?
I mean, obviously anything can be dangerous. I live with my mind free enough to know that any situation can spiral out of control. But the whole idea of people sharing their ideas with each other, and I don't see how that leads to real-world violence.
Spokesperson for the El Paso mayor's office.
But violent speech online can lead to real-world violence. 8chan, a platform that preached free speech but let hate run amok, was linked to mass killings in El Paso, Texas, and Christchurch, New Zealand.
In other echo chambers like Parler, there are no dissenting opinions. So constantly beliefs, ideas.
Yeah, this is why we see a resurgence, we see the prevalence of a lot of weird conspiracy theories that would have just died before the internet.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. That's like the order of the day on like social media, is just perpetuating just the dumbest bullshit because, 8 8 people decided to believe it, and then it just snowballs from there. Whereas, yeah, like pre-social media, it's just one guy thinks it, someone tells him to shut up, and that's the end of it.
Exactly. Yeah, but people used to keep it to themselves, either because they realized it sounded crazy and they didn't want to be judged for it, or because other people told them to shut up.
Yeah.
But now all the flat earthers can find each other. You know, all the race realists can find each other.
Narratives are just further.
Which is why we should probably get rid of the internet.
I agree.
You used to have to sign up for a newsletter to hate things.
Yeah,
those are the days.
By others.
I've still got my subscriptions.
These are the kinds of places that
you have to sign up for one of Dave Meltzer's dirt sheets to hate things.
Facilitate an unintentional radicalization process.
Facebook and Twitter deny they are biased against conservative ideas and instead are cracking down on misinformation and hate. But Parler has seen a spike in downloads since Election Day, and most of its users appear to be on the right.
Have you started using it?
No, but I've messed around a little bit, but it's never any.
Autism level on this guy 0 to 10.
Low actually. He's not autistic. He's how to put it? He's gone so far. He's one of these guys that in 2014 was liberal, and then through 4chan, Parler type things, he just like got a hold of alt-right, and it started like as a joke and like as a troll, and then he just got so deep into it that it became his entire personality, and now he doesn't even know who he is anymore without it.
I see where you're coming from, but I see the avoiding eye contact, and I don't know.
I think it's because of the camera. Yeah, I really don't think he's like an autistic type.
I would say it's zero autism.
Because game recognizes game.
Game recognizes game. I would say he is 100% just the type of guy who hates feminism because he happens to be one of the many men that are lesser than women. Most men are better than women.
but
not all men.
Yeah, it's like this guy and like 35 other guys, and then all women, and then the rest of men.
It's like 45%. Actually, you know what? Most women are probably better than most men. Most men suck.
When it's just us,
but
it just turns into an.
But this 10% of men worthwhile totally could have
are amazing and so much better than even the best.
There's a reason we rule the world, man.
We know to be true to each other.
You can't own the libs when there's no libs on the platform.
I don't want to own libs. I want to have a discussion. I want to talk to people. You know what I mean? I want to engage. I want to have,
is such a dog whistle word now. Engage just means I want to say hateful things at people who don't believe it, or just say hateful things to other people who are on my side. But like engage has just become such a weird, angry word now.
Well, he knows he's not going to get engaged to a woman, so why not get engaged?
Will be the only engaging he does.
Yeah, this is the only engagement with women he will have, is calling them nappy ass hoes.
It's cool that you think there are women on Parler.
but it's totally.
It's Candice Owens. Yeah,
Have you guys
it can't
seen
happen.
how hard
The
it
way
is to
things are
start an
going.
account on Parler? I'm sorry, I was in the bathroom. Did you guys talk about that yet?
No, because I have one. I got it super easily through a friend.
Did you? What is it? It might be interesting to try to do this on the air, because in order to register for a Parler account, you have to send them a picture of the front and back of your driver's license. Why? Exactly. Why? So like
Weird.
All these people who don't trust big tech are willingly sending critical biometric data to a company no one's ever heard of that started this year so they can own the libs that aren't on the platform.
I like it.
Good point.
Got him.
And can you not have that discussion
I wonder
Twitter?
if they're more likely to take the vaccine or the mark of the beast at this point.
Well, they're the same thing, so.
For Facebook right now?
It's mark of beast.
Not if you want to keep your account.
He just wants to engage.
Yeah, man.
We only got a couple Streamlabs. I'd say let's read them, and then we'll move on to the next. And by the way, this is our first show of this week. We didn't do a Thursday show, so we have today, tomorrow, and Saturday to attempt to meet this goal. If you guys could help us get maybe even 25% of the way to the goal, it would really help us out. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Goose Juice said, when can we purchase Drunken Peasants brand milk? We said that earlier. We got it coming on the way. You want a gallon, or you can buy it by the pint. But it's coming. It's coming. And Zamsuka says, it's my birthday. Can I get a B-Day rap from Billy? Zamsuka, it's your birthday. We gonna party like it's your birthday. You gave $2 for your birthday. This is the only rap you're getting for your birthday. There you go. And that's it. Thank you, Zam and Goose Juice. And everybody else is going to give us money. Next time I read this, we better be rich.
Yes, make us rich. So I'm gonna we'll get to antagonism in a minute here, but I have to do this, and we might regret it, but
individual situation. Check out the beautiful asshole.
The individual Brett Keane segment situation.
You guys are gonna kind of love this and hate it simultaneously, so I'm gonna play it. So this is
he still shrouded in smoke, or has he upgraded his equipment?
I'm gonna speed him up too because he talks so slow. So here it is. Here it is. And the title of this video is 3 Easy Steps How to Rid the World of People You Hate Legally.
Ah, good.
Here's his long disclaimer. I actually have it sped up. Oh, here it is. All right, we're going to skip this musical thing that he always has. All right, here we go.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brett Keane, and
see, he speaks at a normal pace now.
I am AKA the boogeyman of the internet.
Okay, my name is Brett Keane, and I am AKA the boogeyman of the internet. No, you say, hi, my name is Brett Keane, AKA the boogeyman of the internet. AKA. That's how you say it, right? Not I wonder AKA.
I wonder how many more times he's going to have to say it before we have to stop commenting that.
I'm never going to stop. So,
I know.
Eternally.
I hope that you're all having a wonderful day. I found a little bit of time in my schedule to create this video, which is probably the most important video that will ever get made or produced or created on the internet. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to get rid of people that you hate, make them absolutely disappear, non-existent, and it's legal. You're not killing them. You're not having to stab them. You're not having to hang them from a telephone pole. You won't have to commit really any effort whatsoever in order to get rid of people
before he gives away his secret. I want to just point out that Brett Keane's mind is like, I need to have something to fill this screen other than my manatee barrel ass.
Right.
I'm going to go to Google and type in a phrase. This is what came into Brett's mind for this. Browser interface. Yes, excellent. This will get them very interested with my pie charts and graphs.
Just wait.
They'll know I'm speaking from a mind of science.
Just wait till you hear what he says. It's gonna blow your fucking mind. Everyone, please like the stream if you haven't already. Please hit the like button. It helps us out a lot. Just press it. Press the like button and just wait until you hear the madness from Brett Keane. Here we go.
And social media that absolutely drive you insane, drive you to the point where you want to have a complete meltdown. Now, normal functioning people, hopefully you already know these tips and tricks I'm about to give you, but believe it or not, there's a lot of people out there who do not understand this concept that I'm about to teach. Now, many of you have probably noticed that there has been times where you're browsing YouTube or Twitter or Facebook, and you come upon someone who either their voice annoys the shit out of you, or immediately upon looking at their
That's a new Keanism right there. Add that to the dictionary. Immediately.
Face. You can't stand it. It makes you sick. Makes you feel like you're going to vomit. Makes you somehow triggered and angry to the point where you feel like you may need to leave a comment saying something really horrible or miserable to them because you have absolutely no control or willpower whatsoever. Or you may decide that you want to make an entire video series about this person to really, really elaborate on how ugly you think they are, how fucking stupid they are. Well, there's a way to get out of this whole process that takes even less effort than leaving a comment.
Here it is. Take notes.
Is it blocking someone? Let's see.
It's not even that.
There's something I'm going to teach you that will take less effort, and you can do it so quickly that before you reach the optimal maximum condition, that is you being triggered or getting salty, there's a real simple process that takes less than 5 seconds. There's 2 buttons on your browser, ladies and gentlemen. There's one called a back button. If you go up to the top of your browser, you're going to notice that there's an arrow that says forward and one that says back. If you notice that the button is highlighted to go back, you can actually click back and get out of the video of the person that you're watching or the comment that you're looking at that causes you to be zealous, angry, bitter. And when you go back, it'll take you to the page that you were prior.
The back button?
The back button.
Yeah. That was a lot of wind up for a shitty pitch.
I know. The back
button.
Yes.
Have you heard about the front button, though?
I've heard about the front butt. Is it similar?
If you're on somebody's page and you hate them and the front button illuminates and is clickable,
it'll take you into the future.
You can hit that front button and they will be murdered.
That's true. That is true. Not everyone knows that. But that's only if you're using the Opera browser.
Yeah. Actually, Netscape Navigator. That's what Brett uses.
4.0.
The front button plug-in.
Resulting video or comment that bothered you in the first place. But maybe you have become so irritated and agitated at what you just looked at or what you just saw or heard that maybe that's not enough. Maybe you've come to the...
He's trying really hard to hide his feet, if you notice. His feet aren't up in the background this time.
The realization that you've learned...
not?
I don't see them. I see a shadow. I don't see
I feel like they're stationary in between the mic there. He just hasn't waddled those toes yet, but maybe I'm wrong.
That might be it.
Are they
flippers? I mean, they're basically flippers because he doesn't use them to walk. He lays on his belly. And this is his computer setup. He lays on his belly in bed, and his computer and everything is like up on a table next to his bed.
It's actually kind of ingenious.
About anything, say what you will about anything else about him, but you got to kind of respect that.
No, this is not. This is not ergonomically correct. It's a horrible way to sit. It probably makes his back feel even worse. Actually, he's a line.
Beyond that, he's had all the carpet and flooring torn up in his apartment or his house or his 2x4. What do you call it?
His double wide. Yeah.
It's all torn up and it's replaced with an aquatic cavern. So he just rolls off bed and swims to the kitchen. It's fucking beautiful.
Love it.
Sometimes it delays or it simply reloads the page right back to where you were before, making you sit there even longer peering at the person or thing that is fucking pissing you off. Well, there's another way out of this, and this way works all the time. There's never been any kind of malfunction. There's no delay. There's no problems whatsoever. There's no repeated clicking. There's a button that can stop it all. If you look to the very top right-hand corner of every browser that you use, there's a little box. It's not difficult to see, and it has a tiny X in it. Now, if you take your mouse up to the top right-hand corner of the browser, you can click that X, and your entire browser will shut the hell down. And you will start looking at your windows.
It goes even further, too.
Okay, Ben, we got to pause. I thought Brett was crazy when he brought up the back button.
You okay?
When he brought up the back button, I thought Brett was crazy. I looked at our numbers. We immediately lost 200 viewers. Then he brought up the X button, and we're down another 700 viewers. He's fucking right, dude. This is heartbreaking. Brett was right again.
He was right the whole time.
What you have seen is so offensive and so fucking irritating that even clicking out of the browser would be exceedingly.
I hope this does lead to. I hope he's starting small, and this does lead to like how to hire a hitman on the dark web. He's just building up.
No.
For a half a Bitcoin, you can go to the dark web and have them take it out using a URL backtracer to our home address.
How do I put it? Maybe even that somehow is too much. I have discovered that there are countless people, mostly in the atheist community, and a handful of Christians out there that seem to suffer from the stupidity or autism or slowness of the brain that causes them the inability to just close out of the browser or going back. There is a third option, but this one is... Even though it's quick and it's fast,
murder.
It's a
Not
It's
even
a big
that.
move. This one's going to take a lot of courage. This one's going to take a lot of effort and strength and a lot of.
It doesn't take any effort at all. It takes just as much effort as any of the other stuff he's about to say, or he said previously.
People's part who suffer from these meltdowns of pure salt pillars. These liberal tears, we refer to them as.
Huh?
You may have found that what you have watched or seen has caused your blood to curdle. The hairs on your neck and spine just literally stand
Hairs on my spine?
up. It bothers you so bad.
Yeah.
You can't even stand a thumbnail of someone because it sickens you so. What you do is go down to the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. This is what you're going to see below is you're going to see a bunch of programs. You're going to see your clock, a speaker icon most likely. But on the left side, it doesn't matter if you're running Windows 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Doesn't matter. Every computer has this. But in the bottom left-hand corner, you're either...
How did you get Windows 20, Brett?
They're going to have a Windows...
from the future.
He's obviously never afforded a MacBook.
I was going to say, what about a Mac, Brett? I'm pretty sure it's at the top.
Every
Or you're gonna
computer ever that I could afford.
a button called Start. Now, if you click this, you're going to see something called Power Down or Shut Down Computer, or put it on rest. In your case, I would suggest you go straight for broke on this. You click Start, hit Shutdown.
Go
and within
straight
5
for
seconds
broke.
at the most, your computer operating system will turn off. And at this point, you're going to see perhaps an image or a Windows logo, and then your computer will turn off. It'll be completely silent. The fans in your computer are going to shut down, and you're going to be looking at a black screen at the end of the result. Your computer is literally done now. Now, at this point, there's some things that you can do.
Brett could literally take all of his own advice in this video. That's the funny thing. That's what we're taking away from this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In order to bring the anger and rage down, even though...
Like, there's so many times Brett has been like, I need to leave the internet. And then he comes back, sometimes not even a full day later. So, and he said if Trump lost, he would be deleting his channels, but he hasn't because he said
interesting.
He said the election was rigged.
Ben, that's because Trump didn't lose.
Offensive thing is no longer in front of your face. Some of you are not able to survive or exist unless you make return visits to the very thing that you hate, so you can make videos about it or comment on it. Before doing this, think to yourself about what a functioning normal person would do. In the case of being a Christian, simply ask yourself, what would Jesus do? As far as atheists go, just simply ask yourself, what would Stephen Hawking do?
Stephen Hawking's.
People love putting S's on last names that don't have S's.
Right.
Stephen Hawking would probably sit back in his wheelchair and fucking not make one single movement. And he would just sit there and chill, because that's what Stephen Hawking used to do.
He was like paralyzed. I mean, what the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, he really didn't have a choice.
He was just chill.
I don't think he had a huge web presence either.
He was really just chill.
Now he's a lot more chill because he's dead. So you're looking at your computer. It's shut down. What can you do? You're still infuriated. You're filled with rage and anger. What to do? What to do? Put your slippers or your shoes on. Get up. Walk through your house to what is referred to as a door and go outside.
Hold on. This is literally a self-professed agoraphobe telling us this right now. Seriously.
Well, he's just like the politicians with the do as I say, not as I do. You should go outside. I'm going to stay in forever.
As long as you have something to hold on to. But earlier, you were like, yeah, they have the power. Why don't they do this? Brett has no power. So he's not like a politician. He's just a fucking idiot.
He's not in the same category as the politicians. The politicians I respect and am envious of, and if I was Brett for one day, I would kill myself.
He is the CEO and owner-operator of God TV Radio, though.
Which is neither on TV nor the radio, by the way.
But you can't prove it has nothing to do with God.
Perhaps light your favorite cigarette or cigar and take a long fucking walk. And if these...
One of the funniest videos of Brett ever was him. He used to always lie about drinking. And, like, he was drinking a root beer. He's like, this is a beer. It's just a root beer. And then we looked at the label, and it was not your father's root beer. So it was, like, root beer spiked with whiskey. Yeah, yep.
Do not help you. If all of these options I've given you on how to deal with the browser, how to fucking leave the house, how to shut down your computer does not help you learn how to be a functioning human being in society, then while
a human being.
That walk, find the shortest pier or a clip
Yep.
And do a fucking head dive or a somersault right off of whatever high place that you find. Because the world does not need you. If you have not learned from these 3 easy fucking steps I've given you, then you should not exist on this fucking planet with the rest of us normal functioning people.
You are not normal, nor do you function at all.
0 for 2.
Yeah, not at all.
You don't even sit normally when you make your videos.
He acted like it was a big deal the few times he actually did that too, where he like sat up and did it. He acted like he was working so hard on his videos now.
He got out of breath.
Brett's logged enough tummy time that he should be teething soon.
So much tummy time.
Brett puts this phone number on the screen only because he can say people harass him. He'll make a video eventually. It'll be like, atheists harass Brett Keane by calling his home phone number.
That you gave and solicited their calls.
Yeah.
How you resolve it, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you stop all the trolling, all the hate.
Brett might be onto something here, though. Maybe all this tummy time will get him a third set of teeth.
I mean,
that's how babies get their teeth.
Babies
spend time on their tummy.
In the world, and these simple, easy steps. My tutorial, Brett Keane's method on dealing with hate. God bless. I hope you all have a wonderful day.
He's a sweet boy.
No.
I trust him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would have rather he'd said 4 minutes worth of hateful garbage. That would have been entertaining.
I don't know what it is, but there's
it would have been less offensive than whatever just happened.
There's even still till this day this crazy fascination about this guy. So it's really weird. They just love to watch people talk about what a loser he is. I don't know.
Brett's actually, he's so advanced. They studied him when he was a child. They gave him that test as a child where they put 2 marshmallows in the room. They leave him alone in the room. And if he comes back and like he didn't eat the marshmallow, he gets an extra marshmallow. They came back in the room and there was actually a 3rd marshmallow sitting on the desk. And they're like, where'd that 3rd marshmallow come from?
Did you have one on you?
Yeah. He was like, I thought you were collecting marshmallows.
I thought you were doing a marshmallow thing.
I was like, holy shit. He's a super genius. It's all been downhill since then, but he was actually a child prodigy.
Yeah, that's true. Not everyone knows that.
Old intro. So I guess Trumpster Bob was trying to call me the other day.
Trumpster Bob.
Yeah, he was trying. I love it when he said that Biden is basically a Chinese asset and we're all going to go communist and buy everything from China. And then I asked him if his MAGA hat was made in China, and he was like, probably.
He's not a liar, right? So everything he says, he believes.
Which, yeah, but it doesn't mean it's right. It's totally fucking wrong.
No.
Even if he was right, doesn't mean anything anyways.
I'm going to call the Drunken Peasants.
All right.
They haven't been answering the phone lately. They only like to answer when they're the ones calling.
Oh, does that mean we need to call you?
Maybe.
He's missing his old buddies.
Just a note, all lesbians love sucking dick.
Why?
Just a note. Apropos of nothing.
Yeah, why did he say that?
Look, a broken clock is right twice a day.
Absolutely.
So wrong 22 hours out of the day?
No, literally.
Yeah.
It's only right 2 minutes out of the day.
Yeah, exact minutes.
Oh, yeah, you're right. 2 minutes out of the day.
Indeed.
That's if you're not doing military time.
You black women love sucking white dick.
Whoa.
I
I thought his misogyny. I thought his misogyny.
He's such a nice
had
guy,
hit the
isn't he,
ceiling.
Billy? He's so nice. He's such a nice boy. You have.
I never said he was infallible.
Only one was.
No one says that about anybody.
Asterios with the greatest comment of all time. Only one was.
Love suck
quietly, but with conviction.
All right, let's hear what he says again.
They do. And all you black women love sucking white dick. By the way, for you black folk that didn't know that.
Well, if they like it, how would they not know it?
It's a fact.
They're them.
In fact, the majority of black women don't even like having sex with black men.
That is so not true at all.
Well, if that's
They
true.
only enjoy sex with white men.
Huh?
That's another fact.
No, it's not.
I feel somehow responsible for his comments because he's calling us while making them.
Most black women hate.
For the record, we don't condone this, guys.
Why would we condone it? What does him calling us while saying it have anything to do with us?
Black men. It's true. Drunken peasants don't want to fucking answer the goddamn phone. What's wrong with them two gay guys? They don't want to answer the phone.
What's wrong with them two gay guys? They don't want to talk to Papa Bob. I'm
Let's
fucking
call their
lonely
other
over here.
number.
I want to talk to my gay boys up in Seattle or California.
Come on, drunken homos. Answer the phone, you drunken homos.
It's funny how we're homos, but he's calling us. I mean,
Yeah, he's blowing up the DMs over here.
Yeah.
Like he really wants to talk to you.
Come on, drunken homos. I'm 3 deep on the keystones. I need some loving.
Right. He offered us a pound of crack to perform sexual favors with him.
Oh, the drunken homos don't want to answer the phone.
Oh, damn. It's almost like it ruined your whole video.
How quaint. Wait a minute, let me do that again.
By the way,
How quaint.
Bush did 9/11, so white women could suck a rep. What?
He normally has like 20 of these empty Keystone lights around him.
Yeah.
Ooh, I wonder what was in his takeout back there. He's got a pile of takeout on the fucking bed. There's like multiple containers. What's my boy? I just want to say there's a lot of trash behind him and some empty containers.
Yeah, there's your chicken shit peasants right there. Too scared to answer the goddamn phone in the middle of the day.
He doesn't understand how time zones work either for some reason.
To be fair, you only ever answer the phone when like the Skype is running on the computer, right? Like it's connected through the damn system. So if we're not live, that phone's not going to ring anyways. We're not avoiding him. I'm 100% sure if it rang to your phone, you'd answer and you'd have a long, drawn-out conversation off air with Trumpster Bob.
What the hell you damn bastards want?
Hey, Papa.
What's up, my fucked up sperm?
This is the drunken homos. We saw your video. We missed you.
Which video did you see?
You were sitting down talking about how I think you said your daughters really like to suck demon dick or something. You were talking about somebody sucking dick, and you were.
I don't have any daughters, but
your sons are getting a
I
gender
was talking about my 2 drunken peasant sons, how they're gay and they like.
We are not your sons. We are not your sons.
It was weird.
Yeah, you're my long lost sons, and it's a damn shame. But your mama still ain't getting no child support.
We're too old to be your sons.
I'm pretty sure you put those keystones on credit, Bob.
Hey, don't be telling people my secret, man.
Did you miss us? We felt like you were lonely in calling us.
No, I was watching Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 2 and talking to my drunk girlfriend.
Oh, was she your girlfriend before she got drunk?
Yeah, did you give her one of those Bill Cosby drinks or something?
Yeah, that's how we got together. In fact, that's how I met her. Was Bill Cosby.
Did you convince her your lip dick was a Jello jiggler?
No, I convinced her that my good stiff dick was better than Bill Cosby's.
Huh.
So
And
in
she
your
agreed
video,
after she tried it, and then I got her fucked up, and damn, she does all kinds of wild shit when she gets fucked up.
You have a vivid imagination, old man.
Yeah.
Let me explain to you something. I used to have 5 black girlfriends at one time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And they used to come over and on a regular basis, fuck me on a regular basis. And whenever they knew another one was there, they would just wait out in the fucking parking lot until one of them left. And then whichever one got to the stairs first, she got to come up next.
You're so progressive.
I might be progressive, but, you know, it is a reality. And the last girl that I lived with for 7 years was a black woman.
You're so in touch with reality. I hope I can be.
She wore a size 11 and a half men's boots, and she used to bounce up and down on me on a regular basis.
How big was her dick?
Was she paid to be there by Medicare?
That's a good question, but no, she was just a black woman that likes to fuck me. I mean, what do we want me to tell you?
I honestly, we just knew you would say
I love
something
black
special.
women, dude. I love black women. I don't like white women that much. I could care less about Hispanic women. I don't care about them that much. Oriental women are a fucking waste of time.
No, we've seen
Black women
videos. We've
are
seen
the best
videos.
women.
We've seen videos
Black
where
women got the
you're such a
best
liar.
sex. No, black women got the best sex.
You're adorable, Trumpster Bob. We refer to you
Only
as the
Billy the
adorable,
Fridge
deplorable.
Agrees
I
with
think
that
you're
statement.
adorable when you're sucking some donkey's dick.
Why do you make it a sexual thing all the time? Were you touched as a child? Have you been carrying?
No,
have
but,
you been
but
carrying this
your
abuse
problem
for 70
is
years?
you don't get enough fucking dick to suck. That's your problem. You're one of those guys whose jaws never lock up. You can suck a guy off for 4 hours and go to the next guy, and then the next guy, and then the next guy.
I do think I don't get enough dick to suck because I haven't gotten any. I'm pretty sure halfway through one, I'd have had more than enough, but I'm not sure. So maybe I should try it.
Trust me, if you two lovers went to prison, all you could do is stare across the aisle at each other while you're getting fucked by Big Bubba, and you would enjoy it. Both of you would enjoy it.
I get it. Everybody's gay. Everybody's gay. Hey, it's Asterios. I have a quick question. What do you think happens to us when we die? Where do we go?
What do you think happens to you when you die?
I don't know. Like, do you think there's like an afterlife? Like,
Well,
what's
I'm
the
pretty
point
sure
of
the
it all?
Bible answers that. So what's the Bible tell you what happens to you when you die?
Well, the Bible says that if we're good, we get to go to heaven. But would you agree with that?
Wrong.
Oh,
It does
what does
not
the
tell
Bible
you that.
say? What does the Bible say?
So you don't even know what the Bible says. You're pathetic.
The
Well,
Bible.
I'm asking
this
you.
is
I mean,
this
I'm
is
asking
this is,
you.
This is why people like Trumpster Bob love the Bible. Because you could be the most remedial piece of shit in history, but as long as you accept him as your savior, you're walking in to the pearly gates.
Wrong.
Well,
talk
what
about
does
it.
the Bible say? I mean, tell us what it says.
Am I live streaming? You got me live streaming, don't you?
Of course, Papa.
Well, I mean, we're not
Yeah,
going
you
to talk
do.
to you if we can't turn it into content. But what does the Bible say when? Like, what happens to us when we die? Like, tell
Y'all
us.
are pathetic. Y'all are very, very pathetic. You haven't watched enough of my videos.
That's why I think we're gonna get there, but not yet. You're right. There will be more viewing pleasure of the Trumpster Bob series in our future.
I believe that. Look, man, when you die, you go into what's called the Great Sleep.
Keep
Go
going.
on.
That's what the Bible tells you. You go into this great sleep, and then when you wake up again, you're given a new body,
Okay.
like a physical, like you have now.
Uh-huh.
Everybody is.
Are you hoping
And
to
then
finally
God,
get a good?
God takes over the cities. He marks them with the number one because he's the first. He's the Alpha and Omega. first and last.
Is that like the mark of the beast, or is it the mark of the first?
Well, that's a good question. I'll answer that for you too.
Thank you.
And God uses like the Arabic numeral system?
Yeah.
Even though he's
Well,
omnipotent?
God's a
Yeah,
Muslim.
you can look at it however you want, but the reality is you just enter a great sleep. Then you wake up, and then you're in this new world, if you will. But it's still here. It's just like now, only it's different.
So
And instead of God coming with limited power as Jesus or overwhelming power as God, he just comes as God. But the difference is you're not allowed to be tempted by evil. And God and his chosen 144,000 will teach everybody in the world. And you get to see God with your own eyes and be given another chance to accept him or not. Now, here's the trick.
God
Those
looks
who've
like
already
Oprah.
accepted him don't have to go through this test of faith. But for people like you two Igmos who haven't really accepted him yet, you're going to have to go through this second.
So we're
Hold on though.
We're
Are you
fighting-
saying it kind of sounds like you're a Jehovah's Witness with your 144,000?
Yeah, that's very.
No. It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible.
I like the part where Lot fucks his daughters in the Bible. Do you remember that part? That's in the Bible too.
That part's pretty tight.
Unfortunately, through the many generations, out popped you two.
Oh, hold on. Wow, you're really whiffed on that one. Try a little harder next time.
This is Lot's fault.
Yeah, it's Lot's fault.
You two are Lot's fault. That is correct.
Are you saying Ben and I are going to have to contend for that 144,000 spot and that everybody else is already in that accepted Jesus?
No, I'm saying you two got no chance of making it.
Well, hold on. Isn't there more than 144,000 people who have accepted Christ? How do you know you're in? Are you not born too late?
I didn't say I was in the 144,000. In fact, I know I'm not.
Where are you going to go?
Oh, he's going to hang out with us.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah, you're
Wrong.
stuck with us. Hey, you
Wrong.
know what? By the way, Bob, there's not just two of us here. We got two other people, and one of them's Canadian. Don't you think Canadians?
Under the 144,000, there are all of the other people who have accepted God already.
Okay. What do you think about Canadians,
Okay.
Trumpster Bob? How about Canadians?
That's where I'm going to be.
I want to hear about
Canadians
Canadians.
are pieces of shit, man. Canadians are like the dumbest motherfuckers next to Californians on planet Earth.
Californians
Now,
are
what are you
Americans.
basing that on? Because the average Canadian IQ is actually higher than the
Because
average
Canadians
American IQ.
went from having a great country to being a socialist piece of shit, overcharged
Now,
country
when
for
were
everything.
when were we great and not socialist?
I would say back in the 60s. But from the 60s until
we were-
now, y'all become totally socialist communists. We need to build a
Yeah,
wall
we actually
up
had
north
national health care even
and
in
not
the
allow
50s.
Canadians in here. In fact, after Trump overturns this election through this fucking
You're such a
voting
fucking loser.
court crap.
So what about
America should invade Canada, and we should kill every fucking Canadian up there and just take over the country.
what about Ted Cruz? He's Canadian.
We can solve our homeless problems giving all of y'all's homes to our homeless people.
Ted Cruz is Canadian.
Yeah, and he's half turd.
Okay. Cool.
He's half turd. He's
so
half
he's related.
human turd
So
and half
so he's
donkey
related
turd.
to you
Nobody
on
cares
one side
about
of his
Ted
family.
Cruz.
Is that what you're saying?
No, he's related to both of you. He's your asshole baby.
Oh, good comeback. What are we in the third grade again? Is that how far you got in
Yeah,
school?
he's your asshole baby. Your boyfriend fucked a woman.
Oh, you're a
and the
poo-poo
doctor took
head.
your
You're a
seed and
farty
shoved it
fart
up your
fart.
ass, and you gave birth to a baby. You'll be like the third man
you're
in
a
history
farty
to have
fart
give birth to a baby straight
Uh-huh.
out of his asshole.
Okay.
Did you say the first man or the third man? And a follow up, if
Third
if
man.
So, who were
Third
one
man.
Nobody agrees with
Google
you.
that. There's been two men, one in China and I think one in fucking Canada.
Nothing you say,
Canadian being
everything,
the first to give birth to a baby.
everything you say is complete and utter horseshit. Like the stuff about Raising Cane's is so wrong. It's unbelievable.
Bullshit.
No,
Raising
no,
Cane's is
yeah,
so
bullshit. It
fucking
is bullshit.
accurate,
You're
it's
right.
Unbelievable. A fucking Muslim owns the goddamn company. He's
No, he
from
doesn't.
fucking Iran. He's a piece of shit.
He's actually not. You can look up who the CEO.
Yes, he actually
no,
is.
No, you
actually,
can
if you watch the video,
you're fucking
and you
stupid
look
as
at his
shit. Are your
fucking
parents
email address,
cousins
it's
or are
got
they
his real
brother
name
and
on it,
sister?
you stupid ass.
Are your parents brother and sister? I really need to know.
No, but I think your parents are daddy and
Oh
daddy.
no, I'll take your parents are daddy and daddy. Good comeback, you fucking inbred.
That's right, daddy and daddy. You fucking lame ass. You guys
I'm
are
so
lame.
much better than you in every
No
way.
wonder you're desperate for material.
I'm
You
better
guys are lame.
looking. I have more money. Yeah, I know.
You did it, Ben.
Trumpster Bob, another question.
wins better
What's
than
the best?
Better than Trumpster Bob.
Another quick question. What's the best kind of candy bar at 7-Eleven? What's your favorite kind of candy bar?
No. You're wrong. Candy bars at 7-Eleven have too much sugar in it, and you know that.
Is
So
your
why
favorite
did you
kind
ask
of
the
candy
question?
bar at 7-Eleven videotaping a woman against her will?
Trumpster Bob
'Cause
is
that's
strictly keto.
I videotape everybody against their will because it's legal.
Yeah, that weird thing where you told the girl in the
legal, I'm just
And
saying
look, there's
that
not
was
a fucking
weird.
thing you can do about
That-
it. Why don't you come down here to Edinburgh, Texas, and I'll videotape you two fags
Why the
against
fuck
your
would we
will.
go down to that shithole? Not why? That was
Because
a weird.
Edinburgh, Texas is better than Canada.
We don't. Oh my God, you're so stupid.
Oh yeah, no look, people come to the Rio Grande Valley to vacation.
I don't know if that's true.
No, it's not true.
It's very
Almost
true.
half of the
But
shit
how
he says
many,
isn't
how
even
many
true.
Americans are vacationing in Canada right now?
A
Only
lot.
fucking dumbass Democrats.
Well, they can't. The border is closed.
Because I wouldn't look if you guys paid me $100,000 in
You are
a donations
so
fund, I would return the money to you and tell you to stick it up your ass. I'm not going to come to vacation in Canada.
Canada's border is closed because they don't want Americans coming there right now.
See, Bob,
Because
Good. We don't want to go. We don't want Canadians here in America.
They don't
There's
want
too
the
many
American.
fucked up Canadians here now.
Well, they don't want the American virus up there. There's more of the American virus in America than anywhere else in the world. So they don't want people bringing that American
It's
virus.
called the Chinese virus.
Why?
And it
Hold
was
on, no.
spread around
How
by
is
you
it?
gay
Hold on,
fucking
hold on,
Canadians.
bitch. Hold on, bitch. What about what?
I got
how
your
is-
bitch between my
Yeah,
legs,
fuck
you
you,
fucking
cunt.
dickhead.
What about how is it the Chinese virus when there's more of it in the U.S. than anywhere else? I would say it's the American virus.
God, you're a real brainiac, aren't you? I would call
I am.
you about a fucking first grade educated motherfucker that flunked the first grade.
Bob,
Good
I
one.
gotta side with Ben here.
Not a straight educated motherfucker.
I gotta side with Ben here. Lou Gehrig's disease wasn't anything until Lou Gehrig's got it.
Right.
Well, I guess we could call this one the Drunken Peasants disease.
Oh yeah? How'd that
Bob,
happen?
I fact checked you earlier, Bob. You said Edinburgh, Texas. You said it was a tourist destination.
It's named
Oh,
after.
yeah.
It's actually named.
So
a-
it's
Oh, go ahead.
I fact checked it. It's near the Mexico border, right?
Right.
So it says here the highest tourist destination in Edinburgh, Texas, is for the illegal Mexicans that get across the border. They stop there to wash their sweaty balls off, and I guess it's your mom's mouth.
Oh, interesting.
No, because my mom doesn't live here in Texas, and that would be your mother's mouth.
She makes the
that
trip.
go
what
and
a
lick
good
them fucking
comeback.
balls
I know you
clean.
are, but
yeah,
what
we,
am
we,
I?
We hire Canadian mothers to come down here
I know
and
you
their
are, but
daddies
what am I?
to come down here and lick illegal alien
no,
balls fucking
no,
clean for them so they
Bob.
can continue walking
Bob,
without sweaty balls.
Bob, I fact check. It says the second biggest tourist number in Edinburgh, Texas, is actually your mom traveling to Edinburgh, Texas to work
Wrong.
those dicks.
Wrong. That
Nope.
would be you
That's
two
right.
when you come down here on vacation.
Bob,
and the
checked-
illegals jerking
I
off in your
Googled it,
fucking
Bob.
mouth, man.
Bob, I have the information right
That's
here.
the number one tourist.
I'm looking at the information.
Number two,
It
the
checks
number
out.
two vacation spot is the hotel where you two are staying for illegals.
And you know what the number 3 vacation spot is? Austin. There's
Your
so
daddy's
much to see in
asshole.
Austin, Texas.
Yeah, your
Great
daddies
Austin,
live
great
in
culture,
Austin, and your
fantastic
daddies,
food.
your daddies who
Everybody
live in
loves
Austin take
Texas.
shit up
Hold
the
it
ass, and they really, after getting their balls cleaned by you two, they gotta go
There's
get
4
some
of us.
fucking. They gotta dirty it up again
There's-
on your daddy's booty hole.
There's 4 of us here.
Have a great
That
time.
makes sense. And then they go find a couple of Canadians to lick the shit off of their dick.
Bob, there's 4 of us here. So by your math, our 8 dads are working the sweaty illegal immigrant
Yeah.
polls.
Get the math right.
Actually, all of your fucking daddies are illegal fucking immigrants from Puerto Rico.
God damn it, Bob! You broke the case.
They're all
We've been
illegal.
hiding this for years.
Bob, I have terrible news for you. Puerto Rico is part of the United States.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Yeah, you can't be an illegal immigrant from Puerto Rico. But actually, yes, our parents are all from Puerto Rico, and they happen to be secret Muslims at the same time, just like AOC.
I believe that.
Yeah,
I believe that.
Of course you believe that. You're a fucking moron.
AOC is not
Why
a
wouldn't
secret
you believe
Muslim.
that?
She is a fucking Muslim.
She is not, but it's weird how you
Yes,
came.
she is.
It's weird how you
Then
came
why
up.
is it that Zink Uger, a fucking Muslim, paid for
His name's
90%
Cenk
of her fucking
Uygur.
election
His
fees?
name's Cenk Uygur, and he was running in California. What the fuck?
Jank, jank it off, and he fucking sucks. He can't even get 1% of the vote. He's a dumbass.
What does it have to do with AOC?
And yet he somehow
He's
got
the one that
AOC
paid for her
into
fucking
office.
getting elected, you dumbass.
Well, how can he be so terrible that he only gets 1% of the vote and so powerful that he's created the most powerful freshman congresswoman in years?
Yeah, how does
She's
that
not
work?
the most powerful, and
See, he's
she
gonna.
is definitely
He won't be
the
able to answer
fucking
your question.
dumbest.
He's gonna argue some other part of it because he's too stupid to
I'm
actually
trying to
answer
ask
the
about
question.
candy bars. Everybody can talk about candy.
Y'all are just upset and jealous, and the fucking AOC wouldn't even suck your dicks.
No, I think that's you because you made a video.
I'll bet you. I'll bet you that AOC would fucking suck my
Of course
dick
you
and
bet that.
balls
Of course
at
you
the
bet
same
that.
fucking time.
You're a fucking idiot. But
and take it up her ass
you
from
came
me.
up. You came up
then
with
to
this.
Fuck either one of
just
you
keep
two.
talking. You came up with this weird thing where you're like, prove you're not Muslim, AOC. Pose nude so I can look at your vagina to tell whether or not you're a Muslim. You
Look,
came up
she's
with
a
that.
fucking Muslim. That's it. She's a Muslim.
I actually just
How many
texted.
Latino Muslims do you think there are?
Huh?
How many Latino
He doesn't know what that
Muslims do you
means.
think there are?
She's not Latino. She's not Latino.
she's just
because
Muslim.
she was
The
born in
whole
Puerto Rico does not make her fucking
She
Latino.
wasn't born
you
in Puerto Rico.
dumbass.
She was born in New
Look,
York.
If you were born in Canada, if a Muslim was born in Canada but was still a fucking Muslim, that don't make them Canadian.
It does actually.
It
Yes.
sort of does
Wrong,
actually.
wrong.
Because
wrong.
religion and
Look at who we're
nationality are
arguing with here.
different.
Look at what he's
So
saying. He's so
if
fucking dumb.
A
It's
Roman,
unbelievable.
if a Roman was born in Canada,
There's no
he's no
such
longer a Roman?
there's no such country as Rome anymore.
Roman.
Rome hasn't existed
okay,
for a long
you're right.
time.
Let's use China.
Canada.
So 50,000 Chinamen moved to China and give birth to 100,000
Chinamen.
Chinamen. They're no longer Chinamen, right? Now they're fucking Canadian, even though they're voting to fuck up Canada and turn Canada socialist so y'all can become slaves of fucking communist China.
How are Chinese men giving birth to Canadian communists?
I don't.
They do it all the time in America.
Look,
What the fuck are you talking about,
Bob,
dumbass?
myself.
That's how countries get invaded, you stupid asses.
Bob,
That's why
earlier you
Genghis
made a
Khan
claim.
killed off 95% of all the fucking Muslims
Bob,
back in his time.
Bob,
Because they
earlier
were
you made a
moving into
claim.
his territory, giving birth to fucking Muslim pieces
Bob,
of shit.
Bob, earlier you made a claim that AOC would rather suck you off than either of us. And I actually
No,
just texted
she
her.
not only rather suck me off, she rather take it up the ass from my dick than to
Bob,
fucking
I
kiss either one of you
I
two.
literally just texted her and asked her if she would rather take it up the ass and suck your dick than have sex with either of us. And she messaged back, Allah Akbar, death to America.
Yep.
Now you're on cue.
Oh my God. All you have to do is feed into his delusions and he likes you. So
yeah, because like
Not delusions. Let me tell you, you know what fucked up your fucking piece of
right
shit
now is
country?
just ether.
Do you know what turned your great country into a piece of shit? Is you dumb motherfuckers voting
he thinks
fucking
we're all
Democrat.
Canadian now. Only one of us is Canadian. There's four of us and only
Hey,
one
you're
of
both
us.
Canadian.
is.
You're both faggots from Canada.
No, I was born in Ohio. That's not Canada.
Ohio is the globalist fucking territory of the fucking earth.
Ohio
planet,
is
you
the more
stupid ass.
red. Ohio is more red than Texas right now.
Wrong. Only the people vote red. But there's more globalists
Yeah, more
live in
people
fucking
voted
Ohio
red
than
in
California
Ohio than
and
anywhere
New York
else.
combined.
Then
In fact, there's more globalists live in Ohio. There's more super rich globalists
What
live in
are their
Ohio than
names? What are
California,
their
New
names?
York, Canada,
What are their names?
Russia,
What are their
North
names?
Korea,
What are their names?
and China, and any other
Give me
in
some
Venezuela
examples.
combined.
Give me some examples.
Well, what do you think
Who
a
are they?
globalist is or does?
Well, let me see. Oh, gee, there's like 9 Hinkle family members live in fucking Ohio.
Where and what are their names? Tell me what city they live in and what their name is.
You gotta go watch my video. I did a video on that. There's
okay.
there's at
You're
least 7. There
lazy
might
as
be
fuck.
9 of them by now. You know, a few babies and shit.
Uh-huh.
No, there are businesses and fucking Hinkle cocksuckers that live in Ohio.
Have you ever seen a
And all the
psychiatrist
billionaires
before
that
by any
control
chance?
California,
Just wondering, asking for a
Go
friend.
look up who donates to the fucking people for you know all like the California
you know
governor
what?
and all
If I
his
were you,
fucking family.
If I were you,
Go look up. Watch this. Go look up who
Fuck
donates to that cocksucker and his family.
if I were
And
you,
then look
I'd
up
treat
the biggest
Ohio a little
donors
better.
and look at what state they live in. They
You know
live in
what?
Ohio.
A
Thank you very
Republican,
much.
a Republican can't win the presidency without Ohio.
Wrong.
That's not wrong. Go and look at every electoral map in
it's
the last
literally
100
what they're
years.
Wrong. That's wrong. It's so stupid. It's wrong.
Why do you think it's wrong?
Well, let me ask you this.
No.
Why
no,
does,
no, no. Tell
why
us
does
why.
Canadians suck so bad?
Oh, okay.
don't answer the question with a question.
So-
why,
so-
why
How
do you
come
think
Canada is a third world shithole?
Wow, you're so fucking stupid. It's
we have,
unbelievable. So
It is. It's a
So-
shithole. How much for a pack of cigarettes in Canada?
we
20
don't smoke
bucks?
cigarettes.
let me tell you this.
I'm just asking the question.
Yeah, it's a dumb
how
question.
much for a fucking beer in Canada?
We asked
the cheapest beer in Canada. How much?
Let him shut. Hold on a second. You didn't answer my question though. Like,
Wait a minute.
no. You wait a minute. You wait a minute.
$9.50
You wait a minute. 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 So. Look back at the last 10 elections. Look at all the ones.
You're still swallowing cum?
Look at all of the.
What are you talking about? You're still swallowing cum.
So, name me.
So, because you like it?
Name me an election in the last.
How many
Shut
guys
up.
cum are you swallowing right now?
So, look at the last 10 elections,
10?
and how many did a Republican win
Oh,
without
you're
Ohio?
on your 10th. You're on your way to 70. What are you trying for a world record?
Are you talking to your mom? Did we get a cross?
I'm talking
like,
to you.
Am I your mom?
How many guys
I'm
dicks
not your
have
mom,
you
buddy.
sucked off tonight?
Look,
you already
I'm
said
not
you
your mom,
sucked
buddy.
10 guys off tonight.
I'm not your mom, buddy.
So
I'm
we
not your
should
mom,
just
buddy.
rename
I'm not
you
your mom, buddy.
The
I'm not your mom,
dick-sucking
buddy.
Peasants. or should we rename y'all the cum guzzling
He made
peasants?
himself laugh. He had a good one.
He's having fun by talking to himself.
Okay, cum guzzlers. What's your question there, cum guzzler?
Are you talking to
Go ahead,
yourself?
ask away. I'm talking to you. You the cum guzzler.
Who?
You, Ohio Canadian motherfuckers. Y'all
Ohio
cum guzzlers.
Canadian.
Yeah, Ohio Canadian.
Can you tell me? Can you tell me the states that border Ohio? Can you name them?
Well, I can tell you. You got dick sucker, ass fucker.
Oh, there you go.
Calla fucked up, and you got suck a lot of balls and butthole tongue sticker.
Bob's okay.
The only reason you don't live in Mexico is because the Mexicans didn't give a fuck about your shit poor southern Texas city. You're lucky.
Then
they
why
didn't
have they
want your
been trying
fucking
to take
garbage
it back? Why have they been they've been trying to take this city since before Texas was part of America.
They only want to
You
take
mean
it back.
when it was Mexico? The Mexicans were trying to take Mexico.
Yes, when Texas was Mexico, they tried to take this area for years, and they never could completely take this area.
Mexico, then they had it.
Wrong. Wrong. It's wrong. Oh my God! You're so stupid.
I'm sorry.
You don't even know history. Oh my God!
Did your voice just get higher because of...
Hey, let me ask you this: Did you have to pay for your lack of education?
What?
You're that fucking dumb. You don't know your education.
Teaser.
Let me ask you this: Do you know anything about the history of Sullivan City or La Jolla City?
Tell us about the meeting of the governors.
No. Look here. The Mexicans tried to take this area many times. They launched 2 of their entire fucking army attacks on La Jolla, and they lost both fucking times their entire fucking army.
Are you going to watch the inauguration, Bob? Are you excited for the inauguration of President Biden?
Yeah, I can't wait till Trump gets inaugurated.
President Biden. So what are you going to
wrong?
What are you going to say to us when he gets inaugurated?
If you didn't watch his last fucking speech, they've already garnered enough votes to fucking win the election. And when it gets to the Supreme Court, Trump is going to be your winner. Thank you to your voter fraud bullshit.
One sec, Bob.
You motherfuckers got outvoted.
Hold on.
And your bullshit fraudulent votes are not going to hold up. They're not going to hold up in court. You're going to fucking lose.
Job.
Joe Biden's going to go back to sucking his son's dick. And his son is still sucking some Canadian's dick. Probably both of your dicks.
Only one of us is
Every
Canadian.
Conspiracy theory is a daisy chain of cocksucking in your brain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's because you suck a lot of cock, man. Quit sucking all that cock.
Hey.
I got a question.
Every motherfucker that votes for the left sucks cock. It begins with sucking cock. And after a communist country takes over your piece of shit gay cock-sucking country, the first group of people they kill off are the cocksuckers. So I got no problem with that. I would love for America to go communist. I would love it. I actually would support it. Because the first fucking motherfuckers that they're going to kill are you gay motherfuckers. That's why I'll just sit back and enjoy watching it.
Love gays. They can't get enough. Now, I got a question. So, regarding Trump...
Wait a minute. Oh, my freaking God.
Are you okay?
Quit sniffing on that. Just quit sniffing. Quit sniffing up my fart. It's bad for you.
Okay, so regarding
and despite all of y'all's fake farting, my fart was real.
Yeah, we got you to fart in your phone. You're the winner here.
You might want to go wipe a little bit, Bob.
You got to fart in your own phone. You're clearly the winner here. We lose.
Hey,
Look, I do not fucking have a problem with dripping anally because I got a virgin asshole. Okay.
Is that true?
So Scott, you had a question.
That would be your problem. You're the one with the fucking dripping anus.
Yeah.
Not
All this
me.
projection is
So
great.
get that straight. Get it straight, okay? Just get it right.
Is that what we're supposed to leave with this conversation? Is that we have loose buttholes and yours is nice and tight and clean?
And he farted.
I think that would be an accurate statement.
That's about the most right thing you've said tonight, Bub.
No, that's right.
Everything else you said was bullshit, but your tight white ass.
Hey, look, I know y'all like calling facts and truth bullshit because that's your game, but you can't change the facts. Facts are facts.
Bob, it was nice talking to you. Have a good night.
I would love to have you on a Trumpster Bob Butthole challenge.
Bob,
because I know you both fail.
Bob, are you going to get the vaccine?
I can't catch a virus. Why would I need a fucking vaccine for a virus?
We're doomed. Good night, Bob.
No, I can't. It's not possible. I cannot catch a virus. It would be dumb for me to need a fucking vaccine.
Fucking inbred piece of shit! All right,
it does sound dumb. You're right, Bob.
I never thought I would agree with Trumpster Bob.
He's okay.
Virgin ass Bob.
Yeah.
Yay! I thought you would agree with him. You agree with everyone like that. You find a way to agree.
Don't I?
Yeah,
life.
You do.
It's a way.
Yes. Woo, that was exhausting. All right, here we go.
Yeah. I'm out of breath.
Judgment right now.
Because we
in
have...
the name of Jesus.
Thank you.
Standing in the office of the prophet of God.
This isn't as good as the other thing I saw earlier. This was fucking hilarious, this thing here.
This is great. I love Tim Dillon.
Your new studio is like an alien spaceship. Like aliens figure this out or something.
But hold please. But hold please. You're drunk.
Yeah. Joe, what I want to do is talk to you right now. I want to just say, I love you. Look. I need you. Let me break down.
Are you okay?
Let me just tell you.
Oh,
Are you gay? Oh, Jesus.
I'm biologically a girl.
No, is that true?
Yep.
Come on.
Yep.
Well, how do we know?
Joe, I swear to God, I want to have sex with you.
I think you should settle down.
There's nothing I want to do more than that.
Let's not go down that road.
So sexy.
You're so sexy.
This is when it gets good. That seems crazy.
I want to give you the big enchilada. My big enchilada.
Don't give me one of those. You keep that shit away from me, motherfucker.
No. Let's go right now.
No.
I'll get on my knees right now.
Stop. You blew me.
I'm really good at it.
He's great. Oh, my God. What's the goal?
Gay orgy.
This is my version of a Make-A-Wish kid going to Disney World.
I mean, it's a big gay hookup deal.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God. I had to pause it. What the fuck? All right. We're going back into it. We're going back into
version.
Oh, my
My
God.
version.
Dude, that
The
was a
Make-A-Wish
real...
kid going to Disney World.
Dude, he fucking farted into his phone where he normally puts his head, and somehow that made us the losers. I just want to point that out.
He has to sniff his own anal vapors,
Right.
but we lose the argument.
Always winning Bob.
No,
How
I can't.
Can he have the tight virgin anus and yet such anal control?
Such
that he
control.
Can fart on command. That's a guy that's used that anus a lot. I would.
He's
think.
doing poppers. He's definitely doing
The
poppers.
Supreme Court refused to even hear Trump's case.
Yeah.
Oh,
Damn.
wait, did that happen? Did that just happen?
Are you telling me the corruption goes all the way to the Supreme Court that he
All the
appointed?
way to
Be
the
fucking
Supreme
ass.
Court
Okay,
that
hold on.
he appointed.
Hold down.
All right.
Okay.
Trumpster Bob knows that Trump lost, though, because he's been calling his governor and his congressmen and his senators pissed off that Texas won't secede from the union and become its own country. So he knows what's up. It's crazy how in denial and delusional he is that we have people that fucking crazy walking the street. It's kind of scary.
Now I'm pissed.
Like voted. Like those people get to vote.
Right.
Cannot.
Give up your body or I will kill everybody.
You're going up against forces that are way too powerful. You don't even know what you're knocking on here.
Joe, I'm true Illuminati.
If you go against these people, you find you're dead.
This is why you get banned from the internet.
Shut up, I'll kill you.
There's a lot of issues.
Shut up, this is a very important ritual. Joe, I'm gonna tear you up. You're gonna get hammered.
Free Ghislaine?
Yeah, he was wearing that. He was.
I'm
wearing
in
that
charge.
shirt.
Bend over.
I'm getting hammered.
Yeah.
Well, you could be molested by worse people.
Tim Dillon's so good.
All right. So after Trumpster Bob, a lot of these people seem reasonable. Here's Wild Bill. The coming vaccine war.
Bill.
The left-wing political machine
Hold
that
on.
has been wrecking.
Is it a vaccine to like purify your coming, or is it a vaccine to keep you from coming?
Everything from our cities to elections are gearing up to force us all to take a new coronavirus vaccine to stop a virus that is naturally stopped by fresh air and sunshine.
Is it? It doesn't seem to be
didn't you hear?
stopping.
See, Bob lives in Florida, and you would think that it's nice weather in Florida. It's not too cold down there. He's wearing all this jacket because he's not drinking a hot cup of coffee. He's drinking frozen cryogenic cum.
Yeah.
Mouthwash destroys coronavirus. So why is the left
That's what he
so
calls
hell-bent on
mouthwash.
making us get these injections?
I like how I was trying to explain to Trumpster Bob something very simple, and he knows that he's full of shit because he doesn't even want to hear it. So he was like, "How much cum you eating? You eating cum? You eating cum
Yeah.
now?" It's ridiculous.
He does seem to sort of have a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
I like how you bring reason to a conversation with Trumpster Bob. I will beat him with reason. No. He's so fucking far beyond gone. He's a lovely little punching bag. You just got to take your shots and move on with that guy. I think that conversation was funny as hell, and then it just got to like a point where I was just enjoying your your fart noises.
Yeah,
for
that's
a while.
why. That's why I just started playing it, because there's no way to even talk to him. Like, first of all, he just steamrolls you and talks over you and pretends like he doesn't hear you, and he's fucking crazy. So those two things together.
That's also on the table.
Yeah.
He's crazy.
Yeah.
You can bet your sweet Bippy that public schools will soon demand the vaccination of all students.
Hold on. He wants us to bet our sweet Bippy, but he wants to take the rights away from women and their sweet Bippies. That's not fair. You can't have it both ways, Bob.
And there's literally
actual Bippy stance.
there's literally nothing wrong with a school or any organization requiring a vaccination, whether it's your work or your school or whatever. There's nothing wrong with that. If you don't want to do that, stay home. Stay away from everybody else.
Well, yeah, I live in
Who is worse,
like you're not
G-Man
allowed
or
to go to New York
Trumpster
public
Bob?
schools unless you're vaccinated. Oh my God, that's a lot of goddamn money.
Who's worse, G-Man or Trumpster Bob?
I would say they're basically equivalent. They behave the same way. Trumpster Bob's just like the older white trash version of G-Man. Basically,
I think G-Man is worse than Trumpster Bob.
I don't.
Because I actually like, I think G-Man is a good guy that has been completely washed to be a worthless human being.
Like how he wants to beat transgenders to death.
Yeah, I feel like he's been washed into being completely worthless. But like we've sat down, we've talked with him. He's like, when it's something that's not about his brainwashing, he's pretty reasonable. I feel like Trumpster Bob is just all the way like
Billy, and
look, I'm a piece of shit. I'll fuck all the women. I'll get my dick sucked. He's like dumb. Like there's no point where I really
and you're the
identify
authority
with
of this. You know, you're.
Well, since they asked the question of us, yes, I am the authority of my opinion.
I know. No, I'm agreeing. I mean, just look at you. You see the good in everyone. Onision, Martin Shkreli,
Hitler.
BENPAI. You see the good in all of those horrible people.
When I was with two of my friends, they were both they were both being investigated for I'm not gonna go here. They were being investigated for things.
I love it. And Billy loves to brag about how awful his friends are. You ever hear that?
Yeah. All of my friends are criminals.
Right.
What
a weird flex.
The crazy thing is they were never being investigated for how good of a person they were. It was always the investigation was for how bad they were.
It's always negative.
It's very unfair. So I do the investigations for the good things in their life because nobody focuses on the good things with these people. And I was able to find out there was some value left in these humans. And after I got done milking them for all the value, I discarded them like I do my good and bad friends.
Well, guys,
put up.
On this fantastic note, I got to go because I got to be up early for work tomorrow. That was the best talking to Trumpster Bob. Thank you guys so much for getting him.
Yeah, I just randomly called him, so he just appeared on the line. Because I just called.
He was waiting by the phone.
That was bad fucking ass. All right, good night, boys.
Good night. Yeah, we add spice to the life of that poor lonely man. But no, I don't agree. I don't think I've known G-Man longer than you. I don't think he's either better or worse. I think they're almost the same person. The way they behave and how horrible they are. G-Man is not a redeemable person. I've given him the benefit of the doubt way too many times, and
I don't think he's redeemable. I believe he's completely worthless. He's horrible. But I've had conversations with him where I'm like, he's reasonable here.
He's not,
and it's because it's like his wrestling talk or his regular things. He's got points of contention where I'm like, he's like one of us that happens to be completely ruined. He's completely fucking destroyed because of something that's disconnected from this side of him. When we're not talking about religion and the effects of that religion on him, he's like a regular dude.
But here's the thing. This is what you're overlooking. The religion affects everything that he does. The religion consumes everything that he does and everything he believes in and every action he takes. So he might act cool from time to time, but he's still a piece of shit. And
I didn't think he was cool.
Well, okay, he might act reasonable, whatever. I don't want to play semantics game. I'm just saying, just because you can have like a somewhat regular conversation with him a couple times does not make him any better. He's not like, just because you can enjoy a short conversation about certain things with him does not make him any better than he actually is. He's just as bad as Trumpster Bob, if not worse.
Okay, I think he's worse than Trumpster Bob is what I was saying. And I
thought you said he was better. I thought you were just saying he was better.
No, I was saying he's worse. He's worse because there's been moments of clarity with him where I'm like, if he wasn't tainted by this, I feel like he might be a halfway decent human being. But,
I mean,
he's been tainted and he's worse. With Bob, I'm like, even in Bob's moments that are disconnected from his patriotism, his religion, all his other beliefs, he seems to be a total piece of shit. So I'm like, okay, cool. I can just disregard him as a lost, old, fucking perverted dumbass. He has a wonderful punching bag because he's always gonna hit back.
Anyone could be. Anyone could be a better person aside from the horrible character flaws that they have. So yeah, that could be true for anybody.
If you take away all of that, he's pretty cool.
I want to point out though, we watched because we did the Alter Perspective last night, and Scott was on with me. We watched.
Oh, was I? I thought no one was on with you.
There were 3 other people, I think, there with me. But we watched a Trumpster Bob video, and it was him going to the convenience store again. And there was this girl wearing like
which by the way, sorry to interrupt, but I didn't like.
Oh, you're sorry for interrupting.
I don't like Trumpster Bob out in the wild. That made me feel unsafe.
There was a girl.
I want him in his room and only in his room.
There was a girl in yoga pants, and he's all filming her, and he's like asking her to like spin around for him and shit, and she's just kind of like, I don't know. So yeah, he's a fucking disgusting dirty old man.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, this is where free Americans must draw the line. No mandatory vaccines. The coronavirus that is being rolled out with great fanfare is scary beyond belief. First of all,
there was fanfare?
America doesn't want or need a vaccine for a virus with a 99% recovery rate. And secondly, we've been lied to about everything regarding coronavirus, so there's no...
It is not a 99% recovery rate. That's
no.
falsehood.
What he means, and what I see other people like him say, they say it's a 99%. It just means 99% don't die of it directly right then. And 1 out of 100 dying is bad. Like, we should try to not have 1 out of 100 people dying.
They don't die from the virus. They just die from suffocating to death caused by the virus.
How many corona deaths have we actually seen? Like,
what, worldwide?
Is it 12? No, in the United States, I guess.
12 people have died of corona.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a lot.
We have a 9/11 equivalent of deaths daily in the United States.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is unfair.
Oh my God. I am so jealous of you guys to live in a country where every day is 9/11. It's like where every day is Christmas. It's amazing. I can't wait.
I'm looking at the worldwide deaths. I'm looking at the worldwide deaths right now, and they're saying November 28th worldwide 14,000 deaths. That's
in one day.
In one day.
Okay, I thought you meant total. I'm like, that seems very low.
No. In one day. In one day.
Yeah.
And on November 28th worldwide, in one day, 779,000 diagnosed positive.
That's a lot in a day.
In
3/4 of a mil in a day.
Yep. Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
600,000 of those were in Florida.
Worldwide deaths, 1.5 million. USA number 1 in cases and deaths. We've got
USA
14.2 million cases currently and 276,000 deaths. The only country that's kind of close to us is India. They've got 9.5 million cases and 139,000 deaths.
And about 6 times your population?
Yes. Yes, second most populated in the world.
Yeah, 5 times. Yeah, 5-ish.
Yeah. So.
It's nice for America to finally be number 1 in something. We've
yeah, it's been a while, so that's good.
We had military spending.
You had military spending and percentage of people who believe in angels were like your big two.
Whoa, Scott, you're missing out on the big one. Is our people are the most incarcerated per capita.
Oh,
goes
without saying.
We have the most criminals as well.
The most criminals, yeah.
Yeah, which I think is
the most criminals.
That's really the one that can be proven, because these missiles that we have, all this war spending, I'm pretty sure the majority of the spending went to those $70,000 toilet seat retirement funds for the generals. But and then of course angels.
So
people that believe in angels are everybody.
Do they call it the China virus because China's so good at handling it?
Are they though?
Yeah, they are. I mean, if you compare it to us and like the fact that it actually started there and that they have a way higher population density and a way higher population, yes, on all fronts. Holy shit!
Yeah, but that's because they can force their people to wear masks.
Correct.
I wish people could. I wish people would be forced to wear masks.
Making people stay inside.
So this is overall. This is all time.
Yeah.
In China.
I mean, that's what they're reporting, right? I mean, who knows?
Yeah, this can't be true. This can't be true. If they
that
reported,
does seem a tad low.
Yeah, there's got to be at least 1 million people who died of coronavirus that could have been, or who died not of coronavirus that could have been attributed to coronavirus under our ruling of what a coronavirus death is here in America.
Where are you getting that from?
The storm front.
Speculation.
Yeah.
I know a guy, my best friend, Adolf von Shkreli.
All right, let's see what else.
Reason to believe anything they say about the upcoming vaccine. And number 3, hardcore left politicians are maneuvering to force every American to take the vaccine, even if they object. The ingredients of the experimental vaccines seem to unanimously use tissue from aborted babies. And that reminds me of the...
Yeah, you weren't complaining when Trump took it to make him better, though.
Yeah.
Speedy recovery.
No,
and I guess the baby that died like in Sweden. What was it? 30 years ago that saved Trump's life. Yeah, it was 70s. It's like
nobody
holy shit. So you're telling me
nobody was like Trump took medicine made from aborted babies. I'm not voting for him. Nobody did that.
Trump killed a baby. Trump killed and ate a baby, and that's how he cured his corona. And he still got 70 million votes.
Yeah, why should I take the vaccine when I can just decrease the global population by eating babies and letting other people die?
Christians from eating meat that had been sacrificed to idols. The Christians were to refuse it. Today it's, here, this is made from aborted babies. Have some. No.
Is that how they make the Beyond Burger?
Yep, that's why Beyond Meat tastes so real.
I am prohibited.
It's beyond beef and human.
From partaking in such things. Also, respected medical doctors are sounding the alarm that the coming vaccine is designed to alter our God-given DNA. To what end? Only God and Dr. Frankenstein know for sure. Bill Gates, one of the ramrods.
Do you think pro-choice vegans would eat a burger made out of fetus meat? Since the baby never had consent either way, so like
how many pro-choice vegans?
Yeah, why don't you ask a pro-choice vegan?
Why don't you
instead
find
of two
a pro-choice
non-pro-choice vegans?
Can all the pro-choice vegans in chat answer this for me? Would you guys eat a fetus baby burger?
Can I get an F in the chat from pro-choice vegans?
Please.
The mandatory vaccines is on the board of an organization dedicated to drastically reducing the world's population. Yeah, let that sink in for a moment. What better way to do that than a worldwide mandatory injection? This vaccine is where we the people must draw the line. Nobody has the right to stick you.
You've been drawing so many lines for the last 7 years, Bob. What do you have? What do all these lines spell out for you?
What have the lines gotten you?
Yeah, if I cross my eyes while looking at all these lines, will I see a schooner?
It's a sailboat.
With a needle against your will. Dictators throughout history have tried to justify their crackdowns on people by claiming that it's for their own good. The vaccine monsters are going to tell us that you will be saving lives by taking the vaccine, that taking it is a noble act. And those of us who say, no way, Dr. Death, you ain't sticking.
I don't see if. I really hope that these are just a vocal minority and that most people will take the vaccine. But because I'm exposed to this world so often, it warps my perception and makes me think that there are way more of these kind of people than there might be.
I'm kind of optimistic that this world is smaller than we perceive it.
I hope so.
There's
because
not.
I don't see
There's
an
not
end.
that many of these guys. There's a lot of dumb people. But the thing with dumb people is you can kind of convince them to go with the flow. There's not that many like really dumb people with really strong convictions. Those are the tricky ones.
Scott, I'm
Like,
actually.
what?
Oh, sorry. I'm actually surprised that you said that. I thought you were going to say to Ben's question that by bringing up vocal minority, we should start a glee club called the Vocal Minority.
He actually genuinely answered my question instead of making a bad joke at it. That's what he did.
Yes.
So, no, not what you thought he was going to do.
I thought he was going to make a joke about us starting a band called the Vocal Minority.
Trying to kill people by making them get coronavirus. We're already seeing this with the people who refuse to wear face masks. Publicly shunned and shamed. Standard totalitarian tactics. 2020 was the year of the most massive voter fraud in American history, and 2021 will be the most
secure vote in history. But
massive violations of our constitutional rights. Our right to determine our own health care. Our right to say no to thug tactics by the government. We're warned in the Bible that days like this would come. As Christian Americans...
Oh, shit. Sorry. Go ahead.
I gotta give him some respect for this kind of person using the word thug and it not being racist. He was just talking about the government. So, you know what? Respect.
That taking it is
He's racist against the government.
We're warned in the Bible that days like this would come. As Christian Americans, our mission doesn't change a lick, regardless of what happens in the political arenas. Keep the faith, stand on God's word, and be bold as lions.
I just see how many votes were cast for Trump, and it makes me worry that there's no end in sight for the virus, that the very same people who complain about their freedoms being taken away don't realize that they're actually causing what eventually could literally take away our freedom to even exist as we used to realize we could. So that's
74 billion people voted for Trump.
Yeah, now I think
million, not billion.
Yeah, million. I don't think all of those people are QAnon conspiracy theorists, but I have to wonder how many of them are. How many of them voted for Trump because he's a Republican, and how many voted like the people that are the worst are the people who like Trump was like their gateway into politics. Those are the worst people. Like they got into politics because of Trump, and now like Trump can only be president now, and if he's not reelected, then something must have happened. There must be a plan to stop it. It's ridiculous. I can't.
I think that Biden might be more Republican than Trump is, as far as like actual Republican values go.
As
far as actual values, maybe.
Yeah, like if there had been another party for Trump to run in, he probably that more closely fit what he was like as a populist, they probably would have taken him. But because of our two-party system, if he falls further on the right, then and he happens to get enough support as a populist candidate, then he becomes Republican magically.
He wanted to be that New York Democrat, you know, that's what he grew up in his entire through the 80s, 90s, and they didn't want him. They were like, no, fuck off. And he was like, okay, then I'll switch the tune and we'll sing the Republican song. And he got there and he made everybody look like a fool, including himself. And now he's the 46-minute speech he gave the other day about the vaccine being fake. Like or the
virus,
It wasn't even about the virus. Sorry. It was about the fucking election being fake. He didn't bring up the virus or the vaccine for 46 minutes. He harped on how he was robbed of the presidency for 46 minutes. Didn't bring up anything about the pandemic, about the nation crumbling financially. He left all that out to say, you guys screwed me for 46 minutes. You guys screwed me. I should be president. This is a conspiracy against me, motherfucker.
This is is how many times Trump changed parties. From 87 to 99, he was Republican. And then from 99 to 2001, he joined the Reform Party, which was Jesse Ventura and Ross Perot's and David Duke's party, strangely enough.
Nice.
And then from 2001 to 2009, he went back to Democrat. And then from 2009 to 2011, he went back to Republican. Then from 2011 to 2012, he said he was independent. And then from 2012 to now, he says he's Republican. So he's ping-ponged around a lot. He was originally Republican.
He gets around.
Yeah, it's very strange. It's almost like he jumps to the side of who he thinks is going to win. Maybe.
Oh yeah, it almost is like that.
I like how he was like, going back to Trumpster Bob, it was hilarious how he was like, if a Roman is born, it's like a Roman. What the fuck are you talking about? A Roman.
What an odd choice.
I know. Like,
if a Roman's what was the argument? If a Roman's born in Canada, he's not Canadian. I'm like, how is a Roman born in Canada?
He was also saying if you're Muslim and born in Canada, you're not a Canadian. It's like it doesn't matter what your religion is. Trumpster Bob seems to think Muslim is also a race too, which it's not. There are plenty of
he definitely thinks it's a race.
There are plenty of black and Asian Muslims and white Muslims. They're not all just from the Middle East, so it's kind of strange.
Yeah.
I know I can say that now that he's gone, because I won't, because you guys understand reality. So, how much time we got? I got scolded for not doing the post show that much recently, so we're gonna go do that in a couple minutes here. So I'll just save a lot of these videos that we didn't get to for next time. Maybe we'll watch some on the post show too, but. So we're gonna wrap it up in a couple minutes here. Did we get any new Streamlabs since the last time we read?
For those of you that want to watch the post show, $10 and above Patreons are invited to the post show tonight. Also, members of this YouTube channel, if you're a member. Zekaniel gave us big love. Travis Fisher gave us that big love. Coop Carr gave us big love. R. Azriel says, how much dick does this guy think about? Good question. Trumpster Bob was about that dick. American Enemy says, are you going to bend the knee to Biden or move to Canada on January 20th, 2021? He was trying to get Texas to secede. So that was his answer.
And Kayla, I think he said he was going to move to Brazil, which he has this very unrealistic idea of what's going to happen when he gets to Brazil. Anyway.
Yeah. Women are going to just make fart porn with him, he thinks. Kayla W says, how much money do I have to donate for you to never call Trumpster Bob again? I would love to set a price, but I feel like
he's too good to pass up. It'd be like, how much do I have to pay you not to dig in that gold mine over there that you own?
I suppose. I agree with Kayla, though. Bob is just a ne'er-do-well. Thick Soul says 666 again. Thank you. Yip Skiddly Doo said, am I a sweet boy, Billy? Yip Skiddly Doo, you Yip Skiddly are.
Scrum diddly umptious bar.
That gets us all the way back. Thank you guys for getting us to almost $200, almost over 20% of our goal.
Solid.
That's very kind, very sweet of you all. And we're gonna go to the post show. I'm gonna go do a pee. Scott, you want to run your
I'll run my
regulars,
shit.
Your particulars.
Go do it.
I'm happy to run my particulars. Hey, my name's Scott, and I don't have any money. And if you'd like to help change that a little bit, you can send to paypal.me/notscotthenson. Or if you want something for your trouble, you can buy a t-shirt of mine at prowrestlingtees.com/Scott Henson. You can follow me on Twitter at @NotScottHenson and listen to my podcast, The Worst Year of Our Lives. It's really, really good.
Yeah, and also Scott's been joining me on the Altered Perspective lately, so if you want to see...
doing Altered Perspectives on Wednesdays.
Yeah, on Wednesdays. So there's a link in the description. It's on my channel, on the BENPAI channel, youtube.com/BENPAI. So if you want to see us do a similar show, I try to make it a little different. It is very similar, but check it out.
Same vibe, but
yeah. So it's me and Scott and Pimp Monk and Shabisky. He's a quiet boy, but
all the hits.
Yeah, all the hits.
Yeah, noted chatterbox Shabisky.
Yeah. I have to beg the chat to give us more likes so he can do a dab, because he feels more useful that way. By the way, everybody, right here on the screen, full color action figure. If you want to get one, there's a link in the description. Limited quantities. Great stocking stuffer. I've always wanted to say that. Stocking stuffer. Yeah. It's not, though. You couldn't stuff a stocking with it anyway. Who here actually got your presents in stockings, or who got them under the tree like a normal person?
We did both.
Oh man, you want your presents in socks? Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
Come on.
Come on, Eileen.
I will, thank you.
All right, so Billy's back now.
I thought everybody had both. I didn't realize that it was like an option not to have both.
Yeah, we had both. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to have both.
We are going to go to the post show. It's available for patrons only. We will be seeing you there very shortly. Have a good night, and we will see you here on the show tomorrow.
Love you. Bye.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God damn it.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.